The best have that, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to internalize those feelings, but you can't let them paralyze you. And it's for me, going into a game 7, I allowed myself to visualize what if we didn't win, leading up to the game, and then slowly as you get closer to the game, you allow yourself to kind of push the negative feelings aside, and you start to fill yourself up with all the great things that are going to happen and what you need to do to execute the game plan, and of course ultimately to seeing yourself holding the trophy. And then as the game starts, all the negative and the positive go away, and then you drill yourself down into just executing the game plan, and you don't think about the what ifs and what should have been or what could have been. You just really kind of play in the moment, and I think trust becomes a massive word when you think about it. Can I trust each one of the players that are going out there to not only to do their part from a strategic standpoint, be in the right position, be in the right places at the right time, but not get undisciplined and take poor penalties at the wrong time because their ego is bruised and someone took advantage of them, then
home of the Dallas Stars. Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310.
It's fascinating to me. It's one of the reasons I was able to play 26 years, because once you do it, you understand how fun it is, but also how complicated and intricate it is to kind of get not only the team from a physical standpoint to come together, but how a team comes together emotionally, mentally, and the spirituality around a team. And the respect that lives inside that locker room is incredible.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM Channel 89.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
On the court and off, your home for the NBA is SiriusXM. Follow all the drama as your favorite team vies for it all. SiriusXM NBA Radio, SiriusXM 86.
Tampa Bay Lightning head coach John Cooper stopped by for a morning skate with Gord Stellick and Scott Laughlin on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio on SiriusXM Channel 91 to talk the keys to his success over the years and the challenge of getting to the Stanley Cup Final 3 years in a row.
John, I'm going to ask you to be a little bit self-analytical and, being in the business that you're in and knowing how successful you've been and what drives you and motivates you. What do you think has been the key to your success over the years? I mean, every league you've been in, you've won, you've had the staying power, and you've had all kinds of championship pedigree. If you say, hey, look, I'm still going strong, I'm still chasing another ring, what is it that keeps you going, and what is it in particular that you feel has made you as successful as you've been?
I would say there's a couple things. Internally, it's the fire is still burning. As I think that first and foremost is the biggest thing, because when you lose your passion for it, and I've watched it happen to people, then you might as well you should get yourself out, because you're just doing yourself and your team a disservice. So that passion is first and foremost the big thing. I would sit here say on the other side of things, like Jeff Vinnick as an owner, and it kind of goes back to the previous question about stability. And that's one of the things we've had. And so Julian Breezebaugh was my general manager in the minors and now the NHL. So we've been together for how many years? You know, we had Steve Eisenman in the early part of that, and he kind of was like the mentor. He was the actual one that brought me in, but we've had that stability. You know, only 2 GMs, but both of them work together. We've had one owner, one coach, basically, you know, since I've been there, one captain, and it's this core group of guys that have all stuck together. And I think we've kind of, I don't know how to explain it, you know, you've kind of passed the coach-player relationship because we've been there so long, and we all just have this common goal of what we need to do. And there's a lot of pride, a lot of passion with the group of guys we have, and then Julian's done a great job of kind of filling in. And when I say fill in, it's like getting the Nick Pauls, getting the Brandon Hagels, you know, guys that are still long-term guys but that weren't, you know, pseudo-drafted into our system. And it's, you know, we've been really fortunate that it's worked out the way it has. But I truly believe the stability, the belief, and the passion of the same group of people that have been together, and that's what's really helped us. It takes its toll, both physically and mentally. And I give our players credit, you know, to come back and make the playoffs the next year. But, you know, now we've been one and done for 2 years. We've had some breaks. We've had a little bit of turnover. And we need to get back. We need to get back to those, you know, making some runs in the playoffs. And but I will sit here and say, I'd be remiss to say, you know, those years, they do take a toll. And maybe it has taken a toll in the last, you know, couple of years on us. And but I can tell now that, you know, a couple of years of being bounced in the first round, it's just a different vibe coming in, especially this year of seeing all the players. And there's an energy I haven't felt in a while. And I think part of that is because we have been bounced, you know, in the last 2 years.
SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 brings you expert analysis from former players, coaches, and executives, plus reaction to all the latest news on the only 24/7 station dedicated to the National Football League.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
Iron Mike Keenan, former NHL head coach, came on the morning skate with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. That's SiriusXM Channel 91. He was on to promote his new book, Iron Mike, My Life Behind the Bench, and he took some time to talk about his career, specifically the regrets and the influences.
When you get a chance to sit down now and you think back on all these times, any regrets?
Yeah, of course you have regrets. I had the heat turned up quite a bit at my own distraction. So I could have, and I evolved, and even Greg, you just mentioned Greg Gilbert. He said, Mike, you're completely different here in New York than you were in Chicago. So you learn from your own mistakes. And for some reason, I was so driven. I took it personally if we lost. Personally. And I was miserable. And I could have probably managed the principles of my coaching career and what I thought was important, that I would always stay intact with those, but the methodology could have been turned down a bit and probably
a little too intense,
a little bit smoother,
a little too intense
at times. Yeah. for sure.
Now, big names: Scotty Bowman, Roger Nielsen, Tom Watt. I mean, I don't know, mentors, friends. How did they all influence Mike Keenan?
Well, first of all, I played for Tom at University of Toronto, and then we developed a close relationship, and I would talk to him a lot about coaching. Now I'm in Peterborough. He'd come and see me, and we developed sort of a minor league team for him, because the guys that couldn't play for U of T right away, like Mike Polino, come out to play with me in Oshawa. And so we developed a relationship that way. But we talked a lot about hockey. He taught me more about hockey than anybody else. And then Roger and I have a relationship through Peterborough. We're getting now into the sort of the technical part of video replay and how that. And then I got Scotty Bowman, the greatest ever. He hires me for the first time. Probably saw a little bit of himself in me. And he's calling me in the middle of the night after every game. He drives home from Rochester, and at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm not exaggerating, sometimes an hour conversation in the middle of the night. Why did you put Bob Mongrain on the penalty killing at that time? Like, okay, Scotty. But he was just, and he would test me all the time, and I just give him a firm belief in what I thought was right, and he respected that. So It was interesting and then we became friends over the years. It was a real 3 guys that really influenced my career.
That was Iron Mike Keenan, former NHL head coach and author of Iron Mike, My Life Behind the Bench. He was in conversation with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for the Morning Skate on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. That's SiriusXM Channel 91.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius, Nixum Channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius, Nixum Channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius, Nixum Channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius, Nixum Channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
The PGA Tour comes to life on SiriusXM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, SiriusXM 92.
Former NHL head coach Iron Mike Keenan came on the morning skate with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, and he was asked about the long Alexei Kovalev shift during his time in New York, and he shared his side of the story about the skilled offensive talent that was Kovalev.
The Alexei Kovalev shift. I've heard 7 minutes. I've heard 9 minutes. Hey, you stay out there. You kind of figure it out. Describe to us what went into that. How long was a shift? Certainly Kovalev was a talent, that's for sure, but he was a bit of an enigma.
Super talent.
Yes.
And talented people sometimes are elusive. And Alex, I try to explain to him, you're getting 20 minutes, and I don't want the shifts to be 1 minute, so you have 20 shifts. I'm going to give you 40 shifts at 30 seconds so you can build the intensity up. Understand? Yeah, I understand, Mike. Goes out there. Of course, it's a minute and a half. I said, now, Alex, the guy that's supposed to be playing behind you just missed his shift because now we're going to the next rotation. You're out there for 2 rotations. Okay, Michael. So, again, next thing, does it again. So I said, oh, my God. So I said, okay, guys, this time when he comes back to the bench, he's now going to overextend his shift. He's going to be a little tired. Don't open the doors. He comes over and I said, get out. He thinks I love him now. Get back out there, I said. So then he comes over again. And now I said, guys, he's going to want to climb into the bench because he's done. I said, when he comes over, puts his leg up, push him back out. And they pushed him. But now they are laughing on the bench. This is in New York City. Right during the game. Back there. So Alex figures it out. He scores a goal in the middle of this shift. Wow. He gives himself a rest. Stays out there. Finishes the period. So I think it's about 9 minutes. I walk off the bench and said, Mess, explain it to him, will you, please? He said, I will. Don't worry. I'll look after it. So as a result, we fast forward now to the playoffs in Game 6, playing New Jersey. In the Jersey series, I double shifted him. When we had to come back, and he was electrifying. Mess got the 3 goals, but Alex was a horse. And it's very talented, powerful. And the problem was he was so efficient that he could stay out, but he didn't grasp the concept of just picking up the intensity. You could see him. He could dangle and hang onto the puck and nobody could take it from him. He was resting while he was out there. So
So in essence, it was a bit of a training ground for what was to come against the Devils at the most important time.
Exactly.
Wow.
So it turned out to be a good lesson for him, because that's what he did in that game. 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I just said, Alex, I'm going to double shift you. Get ready. Don't be out too long.
That was former NHL head coach Iron Mike Keenan in conversation with Gord Stellick and Scott Laughlin for the Morning Skate on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. That's Sirius XM Channel 91.
Sirius XM has soccer covered end to end. Sirius XM FC. Hear live play-by-play and talk shows hosted by legends of the game. It's Sirius XM FC on Channel 157.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
Former Buffalo Sabres head coach Don Granato was on the Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91, to talk about how different today's athletes are, as well as what it's been like to watch Austin Matthews grow.
It's really a switch in the last 10 years. First birth year I had at the national team program was 95 birth year. So it was JT Compher, Tyler Mott, that group. You have them for 2 years, so the next birth year coming in was the 97s, which was prolific. It was Austin Matthews and Matthew Tkachuk and McAvoy and Hanifin and Werenski. And I remember talking to the coaches back then that this birth year is way different than the 95 birth year. And this summer, ironically, I picked up a book that titled The Anxious Generation. And I thought it was very well documented, and the author used the iPhone. And the iPhone came out in 2008 or 6, somewhere in that range. But social media didn't hit hard on the iPhone, where you could rate a kid's looks if you're a high school student. And so judging other people on a social media app on the iPhone was about 2013. And so now you think about all these kids going to high school, and we never had this. They could be made fun of on social media. They don't even know it, and they're walking out of a classroom and people are laughing. Yeah. So it's a different world we all live in, because we're all criticized and compared to more and faster. And with that, you need to balance that with support. And I think, lots of coaches that have gone that I watch around the league in the NHL, there's a lot of great coaches and a lot of good young coaches that are really good at that. The X's and O's, I say to people, are easy now. When the X's and O's are a very simple part of hockey. It's connecting with people and getting people motivated and excited. And that's changed dramatically. X's and O's became big when video hit the computer. You could watch 100 or 1,000 forechecks over and over and over and say, okay, these are the key components on a forecheck. And so, you didn't have to be in the NHL to become better at that. So that's the easy part. I just can't imagine doing this or that I did it. I called Brian Matthews one time in Austin's U17 year. And I said, Brian, do you have any idea how good your son is? And his reply was no. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you, what is this conversation? And I had to explain to him, and I said, I think this is what's going to happen to Austin. I said, you honestly have to prepare for your life to become very chaotic and crazy. And lo and behold, he gets drafted in Toronto instead of some different market. And we know how crazy it can be here.
Oh yeah.
But and then the last thing I'll say on it is I remember leading up to the draft, lots of people said, can he handle Toronto? And I thought, absolutely, no problem. And the biggest thing for me is when a young player comes in the league, and we talked about earlier, if they're a -2 or 3 and they have a really tough night, you get to know how they're going to respond. And some that breaks their confidence, and maybe they need a stint in the AHL. You got to get them out of the pressure. Mm-hmm. But Austin was so good that if that happened, and when it's happened in his career, it doesn't hurt his confidence. He knows that he's in that category of player that I know I can redeem myself just get me to the next game now. And the best players can do that. And that's a different echelon of player at the NHL level that can do that. So if you look at the top players in the NHL, their confidence is not going to break. The guys right under that, they have a bad night. They may not want that next game.
SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio is the place for expert advice, strategy, and information from the best fantasy sports analysis to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on SiriusXM 87.
I'm Frank Track.
Fun extend beyond the ice with Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code OIL50. That's code OIL50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today and find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play.
Looking for the ultimate dinner and show experience? Look no further than Edmonton's famous Mayfield Dinner Theater, where you'll enjoy world-class productions and delectable dining in a new renovated theater. Whether it's date night, a work party, a celebration, or a spontaneous night out with friends, your experience at the Mayfield Dinner Theater is sure to be a memorable one. The 2025-2026 season is on sale now, so check out the exciting lineup of shows and get your tickets today at mayfieldtheater.ca.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Rogers Game Night, courtesy of Rogers. This is our game. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments and no interest for 1 year. Bob Stauffer tonight along with Cam Moon, Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aidan Gannam. The Oilers Radio Network. Studio producers Kellen Kennedy and Eamon Hashem. Kellen at the helm tonight, and our longtime engineer. I believe this has got to be like his 14th season with us, Troy Bowler. Rob Brown. Rob, let's do it. Edmonton and Dallas. Edmonton finally at home, albeit only for one game, and they're playing a really good team, but opportunity knocks. Mikko Rantanen is suspended, and no Thomas Harley. Of course, the Oilers do not have Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are missing players. Having said that, both players Dallas has out of the lineup are probably in the Olympics in a few months. Those are big losses. You look at their lineup, it looks a little different with no Rantanen up front and Harley on the back end. But one of the reasons the Dallas Stars have had so much success over the last number of years with deep playoff runs is they're a deep hockey club. They have players that can fill in, and we know the Oilers in this last road trip played against teams that were undermanned that somehow found ways to beat them. So the Oilers, I'm sure, are looking forward to playing in front of their own fans, playing in their own rink, driving from their houses to the rink tonight. It should be a fun night for them. And I do like the fact that it's the Dallas Stars, because that one will bring it's a team that will bring energy up and emotion up just because you see who you're playing across
It's
from.
funny, right? Because Dallas has probably been the better team in the regular season over the last couple of years head-to-head against Edmonton. But, I mean, Jim Dill was the one that said Stuart Skinner stole the Oilers a series, specifically Game 6 at home here in Edmonton 2 years ago in the 24 playoffs. And then last year, quoting Jim Nill, Edmonton was just better than us.
They were better. It was obvious as that series went on. I said during the playoffs, the first 2 rounds, the LA Kings were by far the best opponent that the Oilers faced. Dallas, I thought, looked old and slow in the series against the Edmonton Oilers, but they're a talented team. They're a good team. They got good goaltending, nice power play, one of the best defensemen in the world, and Heiskanen, he's a guy that can skate with McDavid when McDavid's out there. It's a test for the Oilers, but one of the things we saw, Bob, in the last couple of games in Florida, the Oilers are starting to play with a little more emotion.
Yep.
They're starting the games with a little bit of adrenaline, a little intensity. Those things missed in the beginning of the season for the Oilers. They've got that now. I think this Oiler team is starting to turn the page.
Let's go to the Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of your Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
Well, we talked about it with Brendan before the game tonight. The special teams could be a big factor in tonight's hockey game. Both teams have good power plays, but the Dallas Stars are missing 2 key parts of their power plays, in Rantanen and Harley. And then on the penalty killing side of it, the Dallas Stars aren't very good penalty killers, so the Edmonton Oilers can take advantage of that. So look, tonight, we said it many times, Bob, special teams and goaltending wins hockey games. The Oilers special teams comes through, then you need Stuart Skinner also stepping up.
One more thing.
Yep.
Got to get to their second and third pair. And all due respect to Alec Petrovic, he spent the majority of the last 6 seasons in the minors. He played 24 minutes for them the other night.
He has to with the injuries they have. Although I know a lot of Oilers fans. I love Leon Bichel. I love the way that kid plays. He's going to be a kid we're going to see for a long, long time.
He's
in
a
this
big
league.
man on the back end. We'll hear more with Rob Brown and Brendan Escott coming up during the intermissions here on the Oilers Radio Network. Cam Moon's ready to go. He's joked. He's stoked. He's jacked. He's pumped. He's no joke. It's the Oilers and the Dallas Stars. Should be a beauty. Glenn Gullinson's return to Edmonton as head coach. He spent the last 7 years here as a very important assistant on some really good teams over the last 4 seasons. The Edmonton Oilers, the Dallas Stars, up next live from Rogers Place on Fort Oilers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
In Oil Country, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com. Because when you play, all of Oil Country wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, PM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit HeavyMetalEquipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Here at Rogers Place, the Edmonton Oilers taking on the Dallas Stars. Edmonton back at home after that long 7-game road trip. We'll head downstairs for the anthem.
Although he is unable to be with us this evening, tonight we honor and recognize the singing voice of your Edmonton Oilers, Robert Clark, who is currently fighting his own battle against cancer. To show our support for him, we invite all of Oil Country to join us in the performance of the Canadian National Anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and name.
true patriot love in all of us command.
This is Oil Country.
McDavid, score!
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's been a couple of weeks, but the Edmonton Oilers are back at home. They host Dallas. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aiden Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network. Go to our starting lineup, and it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years. For the Oilers, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Andrew Mangiapane up front. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Alec Regula, and goal at Stuart Skinner. For the Stars, Wyatt Johnston with Jamie Benn and Sam Steele up front. Esa Lindell, Miro Heiskanen on defense. Jake Ottinger starts in goal. The referees, Francois St. Laurent and Brandon Blandina. Travis Toomey and Kyle Flemington, they're on the lines. We've dropped the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place. Regula with it inside his own end for Edmonton. Up the right wing for Mangiapane. He gets checked on the play, and Johnston comes into Oilers territory. He's about top of the circle, along the boards into the corner for Ben. Will rim the puck around. Heiskanen from the right point, pokes it to the corner, and Draisaitl picks it up there. To play it in behind the net. Draisaitl, a 6-game point streak coming into this one. Right side to Regula. Can't get it out. Ben's in the way. Johnston trying to go towards the net. Nurse knocked it from his stick and up the left wing. Draisaitl into the middle of the ice across to Regula. Just missed him. He'll go back and get it. Both teams make changes. Regula to Bouchard. Bouchard waits in his own end. 8th in defenseman scoring. 20 points coming into this is Bouchard through the middle of the ice. His pass right onto the tape, and on the right side, Savoy bumps it back near the line where McDavid will get the puck on the right wing off the stick of Savoy. It's in behind the net, goes to the line. Ekholm with a shot. That got blocked, and that one hit Rope Hintz. Puck on the left wing. Roslovic into the left wing corner, into the slot, and it just goes off the stick of Savoy, and it comes out. Bouchard into the middle of the ice for Roslovic. He's forced back by Robertson. Will give the puck to Bouchard. Will go in behind the net. We're minute 25 gone here in a scoreless first as Edmonton hosts Dallas. Bouchard, bank pass out to center on the left wing. Frederick right in front of the Dallas Stars bench. Stood up on the play. Lindell through the middle. That one goes off the stick of Henrique. And the puck hits center ice. Kulak across to Ty Emberson. On the right wing to Zach Hyman, off the boards and in. Heiskanen into the corner, rimming it, hits Hyman with it, and the puck along the boards inside the Dallas zone, and out with it through to center ice. And on the left wing, the puck brought in. Heiskanen will dump it to the right wing corner, back on the end boards. Lost it off his stick, and Trent Frederick will get it out for Edmonton. Just missed Hyman with a pass. It'll go into the Dallas zone. Hyman after it, and the puck in behind the goal. It's set up back there. Lindell will wait with it. Just beyond the crease is David Tomashik for Edmonton. Esa Lindell up to center ice. Just off the stick of Bastian. It goes into the Oilers' end. Nurse in behind the net with Faxa right on him. Bastian recovers the puck right corner to Faxa in behind the goal. It gets tied up on the end boards. It's poked free. Polyachonik in from the right wing point to the right wing corner for Blackwell. Blackwell along the boards, getting worked over a bit by Nurse. then cycles the puck to the left. Capobianco will get the puck on the left wing point. On the boards to Blackwell. Blackwell went to shoot it. That hits Clattenburg. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Backs it to the right side. Nurse got it loose for a moment. And it's top of the circle. And Janmark can get it out for Edmonton.
Edmonton's had about 4 or 5 really poor puck touches so far. They're going to have to elevate a bit here.
We're scoreless in the first. We're 3 minutes, 15 seconds in. Sam Steele, the product of Ardrossan, played a lot of minor hockey in Sherwood Park. He's able to dump it in. Up the right wing. Gonna get out. Ekholm up to center. Goes off of Podkolzin. Bischel checked by Podkolzin. Puck into the Dallas zone on the right side. Mangiapane in front of the net. And the shot by Draisaitl doesn't get through. Up the right wing. Johnston off the right wing boards and in. That goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Johnston in front of the net scores. He passed it in front of the net. Quick little pass to Ben. He scoops it home. And it is 1-0 for the Dallas Stars.
Well, the Oilers had their chance in the other zone. Basically a slow developing 3-on-1, and Mangiapane tried to get a pass across, and Draisaitl couldn't pick it up cleanly, and then a bang-bang play in front. And both Bouchard and Ekholm back behind the net. They got to have support there. Mangiapane, all 5 players are within 10 feet of the net. Jamie Benn, nobody boxed him out. 1-0 for the Stars.
Ben gets his first of the year. This is just his 4th game. And he makes it 1-0 for Dallas. 3:48 into the opening period. Puck brought in on the right. Sagan into the Oilers zone. Got it into the corner. That's broken up by Kulak. Puck to the middle, and Emberson. Now to Kulak through the middle. Breakaway pass. Roslovic, the shot! And the save made by Ottinger. Savoy on the left wing point towards the net. Just missed Roslovic with it. Great chance there for Edmonton. Roslovic on the breakaway. Heiskanen, right wing corner, off the boards and out. 1-0 Stars here in the first.
Great stretch pass there by Kulak, who needs something to go well for him here. He's had a tough go, to say the least.
Kulak breaking things up in the corner to Emberson off the right wing boards. Capobianco's going to keep it in. He'll get it out. Ritzkovian in the middle. Didn't get a shot away. And McDavid up the left wing. McDavid into the Star zone. Stops up in over the line. Gets a pass across to Regula. Shot. And that's blocked. Hit Capobianco. It goes out of play. And we get a whistle. 4:45 gone here in the first. 1-0 Stars lead. On the goal by Jamie Benn.
Ottinger tried to go high, or Roslovic tried to go high blocker side on Ottinger, and I think it picked up a piece of his goal stick there.
Yeah, I think so. Just caught a piece of it. Bork with it, right wing corner in the Stars end to Ritzkovian. He's able to get it out at his own blue line. Nurse to Regula. Regula on the right wing just off of Zach Hyman and into the Stars end. Henrique behind the net to Hyman. That comes free. Petrovic will get it up the right wing. Ritzkovian out to center ice to Bork. That goes off of him. And the puck in the neutral zone. Regula over center. Now on the left to Hyman. Into the Stars end. Goes to the left wing corner. Stops. Petrovic on him. They're up against the boards. It comes free. And on the right wing, Bork to Ritzkovian. Ritzkovian's by himself, and he'll just poke it into the Oilers zone. Skinner will set it up to Regula. He's in behind the net. As Alec Regula waits, Mangiapane turns up the right wing. Regula through the middle to Janmark. Now just off of Tomashik. Puck goes into the Stars end. The Fax up the right wing, off the boards and out. Won't be icing as Kulak had pinched up. Skinner on the right wing for Tomashik into the middle of the ice. The Janmark comes into the Dallas end, goes over to the left wing. To the left wing corner is pass off the side of the net to the right side. Shoveled back to the blue line by Tomashik. Emberson to Tomashik on the right wing. Laid it in behind the net. And getting it out from behind the net, Lindell up in the air and out. Janmark for Emberson inside his own end. 1-0 Stars. 6:25 gone here in the opening period. Ben from Johnston at 3:48. Puck turned over. It gets to the middle. Ben in front, and his shot that went off the stick of Kulak. He blocked it at the last second. And the puck along the boards. Johnston, cross-ice pass to the right point. Heiskanen shot. A save made by Skinner. Got it with the right pad, and the puck cleared out. Now brought in by Podkolzin to Mangiapane. The shot, pad save made by Ottinger as he just got enough, and it's lifted up and out.
Oilers have had two stone-cold one-on-O's here, and Ottinger's made the save both times.
Roslovic into the Dallas end, left wing for Ekholm. Now in behind the net to Podkolzin. Sweeping around to the right wing point. Bouchard to Draisaitl to Bouchard down the right wing. Goal, pull it to the middle, knocked off his stick. Podkolzin to the right wing corner for Draisaitl. Draisaitl down the right wing boards. Podkolzin, cross-ice pass. That goes off of Heiskanen. Recovered by Bouchard to Podkolzin on the right point. In behind the net to Draisaitl. Left wing to Roslovic. Roslovic top of the circle. Gets away from Johnston. Now gets away from Heiskanen. His centering pass just missed McDavid. It's lifted up and out. Bouchard in the neutral zone of Roslovic. Quickly back into the Dallas end. Cross-ice pass. Hits a skate and it comes out to center. 1-0 Stars. 8 minutes gone here in the first period. Long pass up to Roslovic. Bats it to the middle. Goes to McDavid. He'll come into the Stars end. Goes to the middle of the ice. And Robertson got it free. Robertson to the line. Back in. That's offside against the Oilers. We will take a break. 8 minutes, 10 seconds gone here in the first. 1-0. Dallas leading Edmonton from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Stars here in the first period. The Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers is now live. In addition to tonight's 2 jackpot draws, you can win a suite for $12, $2,000 cash, and $250,000 Aeroplan points. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050 for more chances to win. Jamie Benn with the goal, his first of the year, 400th of his NHL career. And it's 1-0 for the Stars. That came 3:48 into this opening period. The puck inside the Edmonton zone. Turning is Bork on the right. Put it in behind the Edmonton net. Along the left wing boards. Solid hit by Nurse, but Ritzkovian gets control for the Stars. On the right wing, Petrovic kept it in. A centering pass, and that goes off a stick just before Beck had an opportunity to put it on net. The puck flipped out. Petrovic's got to go chase after it. Petrovic, the Edmonton product, Maple Leaf Athletic Club, up the left wing. Off the left wing boards, out to center ice. Beck pressured by Mangiapane. Or make that Roslovic, and they've got it up against the boards. In their skates. And it goes back into the Dallas zone. Bischel in the left wing corner. Over to Petrovic. Petrovic, top of the circle, right side. Off the boards and out. Brought in by Frederick. He'll go to the left wing corner. Pass goes off his stick. It's in behind the Dallas net. Try to get this thing loose, and Bischel, his pass knocked out of the air, goes to the blue line. Emberson keeping it in to Frederick, and Faxa will take it away to Petrovic up the right wing. That one goes just off of Bastian and down to Skinner. The puck cleared out and down the right wing and into the Stars zone. Case get in behind his net, across to Lindell. 10:15 to go in the first. 1-0 Stars lead. Faxa to center ice for Dallas. Will flip the puck in. Kulak's got a turn on it. In behind his net, rims it. It goes off of something right to Draisaitl, and now Emberson. And Emberson on the right wing misses Hyman with it. It's icing against the Oilers as we're almost halfway through this first period. And the Stars are up 1-0.
Well, Edmonton's had 2 point-blank looks, but only 1 shot on goal. 10 minutes into the game. Need more than that. And teams funneling pucks to the front of Edmonton's net. They've got a goal that way and almost had a second one.
Face off to the right of Skinner. 35 saves in that 6-3 win at Florida on Saturday. Puck sent to the line. Heiskanen will keep it in. He'll shoot it towards the net. That one hit Johnston. It's into the slot. Ben with a shot. He put it off the post. Lindell on the right wing point, keeping it in. Jamie Benn almost had his second of the night. And there's a penalty coming up. There's going to be a high sticking call. And it's going against the Oilers. It looks like Ty Emberson going to the box. We're going to take a break. Oilers will be shorthanded when we come back. 9:48 to go here in the first. 1-0 Stars lead from Rogers Place. It's for Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need when you need it 24/7, 365 every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Are insects invading your home? I'm Tyler, a trained expert with Able Pest Control. In your home or business, insects can be a big concern. Just ask Emma.
I had ants and spiders in my kitchen and basement, and I was worried they would infest other areas of my home. I picked up the phone and called Able.
Good call, Emma. I was glad I could help. At Able, we love what we do, and we know how to keep your property and family protected.
Able, we're on it.
My name is Tyler with Able Pest Control, and I'm on it.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cal Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 1-0 Stars. 9:48 to go in the first period. Ty Emberson goes to the box for high sticking.
Oilers penalty killing is 13th in the league at 82.3%. Dallas's power play is one of the two. Pittsburgh and Dallas better than Edmonton. They are at 29.3%.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Skinner. The puck goes to the left wing point. Heiskanen, left side of Robertson, into the slot. Hintz will chop it into the left wing corner. Robertson on the left wing. Now to Johnston. Johnston to Robertson. Robertson to the point for Heiskanen. To Robertson. He'll shoot it, and he rips it high and wide of the Edmonton net. Puck back to the point. Robertson has it on the left point. Points in 7 games. Goals in 6 straight for Robertson. Puck along the left wing boards. Johnston. Top of the circle. It comes out to Robertson. He'll walk in a bit across the one-timer. Great save by Skinner. Rebound, scores. Hintz picked up the rebound and makes it 2-0 for the Stars.
Dallas has come to play tonight. And Rope Hintz, who did not play the last game, of course, he got knocked out of the series for a couple games last year. I mean, the last 4 years, he's had 67, 65, 75, and 72 points. It's his 6th of the year, and he was pumped after he scored that goal.
10:51 time of the goal. Power play marker by the Stars. They're up by a score of 2-0. Draisaitl on the left wing, shoots it wide. Regula on the right point will keep it in. It goes to Draisaitl, centering pass. It was partially blocked. Hyman on the left to McDavid. Back to the blue line. The shot by Nurse sails wide. Hyman to the point for Nurse. Nurse side. It's tipped towards the net by Hyman. Steered aside by Ottinger. And on the right wing, Ben will get it out. And the puck in the neutral zone. 2-0 Stars here in the first. 8 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the period as Draisaitl gets in over the line to Regula to the right wing corner to Draisaitl. Now to Hyman on the left. Hyman pressured by Blackwell to Draisaitl with Bischel on him. He's on the end boards. It's in Leon Draisaitl's skates. Comes free over to the right wing. The top of the circle. Johnston will get it out. Nurse retreats to behind his net. Right wing corner to Regula. Over to Nurse. Off the left wing boards, it hit Faxa. Goes into the Edmonton bench with 8:03 to go in the first period. And the Stars up 2-0. Hints from Heiskanen and Robertson at 10:51. So Robertson with points now in 8 straight games. Face off just outside the Edmonton blue line. Tomashik to take the draw for the Oilers against Blackwell as they tie up. Puck goes over to Emberson. Up the right wing, gets to center, shoots it in. Rims on the left, Connor Clattenburg. Right in behind the net. Clattenburg making his NHL debut Saturday in Florida. The puck cleared out through the middle. Capobianco will shoot it in. Skinner out of his net. Goes to Emberson, right corner, up the right wing boards. Janmark to the middle. Now to Kulak, in over the line to Clattenburg. Cross ice pass. Tomashik, right wing corner to Kulak. Now to Janmark on the left wing in the Star zone. Left wing corner, centering pass. That hits something, goes off the outside of the net. Kolyachonik up the right wing. Get the puck to the middle of the ice. Capobianco. Now to Robertson. Missed him with the pass. And the puck hits center ice. Savoy's able to shoot it in. Petrovic will go in behind his net for Dallas. Up to the line where Ekholm keeps it in. It's top of the circle. This time Petrovic got it out. It will be icing with 6:59 to go in the first period. Oilers down by a score of 2-0 here to the Stars. Face off to the right of Ottinger. His last game was Thursday. That was the 4-2 win at Vancouver that started off this road trip for the Stars.
Well, this has been a classic road performance so far from now.
Yep.
The Oilers are 13 minutes into this game. They got 2 shots on goal.
Off the draw, puck goes to Savoy, right wing point to Bouchard to Savoy. Now on the left, trying to get a pass to the middle, but Robertson was there to break it up. And Robertson for the Stars will get it out. The left wing to Sagan. Sagan will dump it in. Ekholm from behind his net on the left, off of Roslovic and out to McDavid. Runs into Bischel right at the blue line. The puck will go to Robertson, and he'll wheel through center and now come into the Oiler end. Left wing peeled off his stick by Bouchard. We'll give it to Draisaitl. Now to Roslovic. In across to Podkolzin, his shot. That one went off of Ritzkovian. The puck on the left wing behind the goal to Draisaitl over to the right. It's top of the circle. Robertson into the middle, and Ritzkovian to center will then flip the puck into the Oilers zone. Going out from behind his net is Regula. Right wing to Podkolzin. Now across to Nurse. Shoot it to the Dallas line. And Kolyachonik on the right to Beck. Will dump the puck in. It goes in behind the Edmonton net now on the left. Across to Regula on the right. And on the right wing to Mangiapane. Off his stick just to center. Drilled back in by Capobianco. Right wing corner is Regula for the Oilers. To center ice, Capobianco broke that up, flips it right back in. Nurse to Regula, right corner. To center, Majapani steers it to the middle. Capobianco got in front of that. So Nurse will try the right wing. For Adam Henrique, shoots the puck into the Dallas zone. 5:15 to go in the first. 2-0 Stars lead. Bischel behind his net. Over to the left wing. Bischel up the boards. It doesn't get out. Gets to the middle, but off the stick of Hyman. He'll catch up to it on the left. Goes into the left wing corner. Hyman taken out in behind the net. Puck goes over to Bischel. Leon Bischel then mishandled it, and it is batted out of the zone by Ben. Emberson up the right wing. Gave it to Henry. Cross-ice pass. Picked off by Blackwell. Now to Faxa. Faxa up to center ice for Bastian. We'll get the puck over the Oiler line with Blackwell. Bastian, the shot, scores! Nathan Bastian on a 2-on-1 break. Chose to shoot it, and he goes short side up under the bar, and it's 3-0 for the Stars. .24 time of the goal as Bastian gets his second of the year.
Needed a stop there. I mean, it's a clean 2-on-1. It's a good shot. He finishes. But we're not exactly talking about a consistent 20-goal scorer there. He's got some skill, no question. 6 of the last 7 years with New Jersey in 2 different stints. But the Oilers are in a world of hurt early here.
Brought to the line off of McDavid and in. Lindell will get it out. Right wing to Sagan. Just went off his stick. Skinner helps it around on the right wing to Bouchard. Now to Matthias Ekholm. Pass through the middle, broken up. Lindell on the right to Sagan. I guess he didn't touch it. It's icing against the Stars.
The Oilers are being outshot 6-3, and they're down 3-0 here. Not exactly the ideal situation from a return after a 7-game road trip.
No, not at all.
And Ottinger looks like he's locked in tonight. Edmonton's had a couple point-blank opportunities, but you haven't put enough pucks on the net.
Puck rimmed on the right. Ekholm had pinched down. Robertson's able to get it out. Puck in the neutral zone. It's Bouchard up to center ice. Will dump it in. It's off the stick of McDavid. Heiskanen across to Lindell. He's in the left wing corner. Lindell up the left wing off the stick of Robertson. And Bork played it to the corner, and Bouchard will take it in behind the net. Bouchard waits. Oilers forwards make changes. Faxa and Blackwell on the assist and the goal by Bastian. That makes it 3-0 here in the first period. 3:35 to go. Bouchard up the left. Gets it to center to Clattenburg. Clattenburg comes across the blue line on the right wing. Dump it in behind the net. Went in there to hit Petrovic. Runs into Bischel as well. And the puck cleared into center ice. Ritz-Kovian on the left for Bork to Ritz-Kovian, left wing corner of the Oiler end. In behind the net. Wanted to get it to Beck. That misses. Clattenburg will get it out to Janmark, and it's Janmark to the Dallas line. He'll dump the puck into the right wing corner. Bischel will go in behind his goal. Right wing side for Petrovic. Petrovic up the boards to Ben. He'll loop back into his own end. Ben to Bischel to Petrovic. Petrovic to Bischel. On the left to Ben. Only got it to the Edmonton blue line, but Johnston will help it into the zone, then lost it. It's Draisaitl at center ice. Off the right wing boards. Into the Stars end. That's chopped right back out. Steele on the left side. Comes into the Oilers zone. Followed up by Johnston. His pass in front. Batted in. And it's 4-0 as Bastian knocks that out of the air. They're waving it off, saying it was a high stick.
Well, we're going to take a look.
We'll take a look at it.
Bastian thinks it's going to be a good goal.
On the play, the puck was struck above the crossbar. Plays under review now.
All right. We're going to take a break. They're going to review this. We shall see. No, we're not taking a break. We were, and now we're not.
I think that's a good goal, Cam. I hate to tell you this. It's
You think so?
I think it
I
might
don't
be
know.
a good goal.
We got one look. 2:24 to go here in the first. Goal waved off, but they are looking at it. Oh, no, that's not a goal. I just saw a pretty decent view. I don't think that's a goal.
All right.
No.
I don't know.
The over-top one didn't tell you much.
Here we go. Here's a call.
The video review, a ruling on the ice is confirmed.
Yeah.
No goal on the play.
Well,
that was high.
That might have kept Stuart Skinner in the game here at 4-0.
Probably.
So
yeah, that was over the crossbar.
Again, Dallas is they've dominated regular season games against the Edmonton Oilers. They were the favorite in the last two series. The Oilers won in 6 and 5. And last year's wasn't that close. Edmonton kind of separated from Dallas as the series wore on. But the Stars have come to play tonight, even without Mikko Rantanen and Thomas Harley.
Face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Goal waved off. Still 3-0 for Dallas. Heiskanen on the right to Sagan. Off the right wing boards and in. Regula into the corner. Rims it. Pinching down. Lindell. Puck goes on the right wing, and Roslovic gets it out through the middle to Nurse. He gets in over the line. Puts it in on net. Pad save made by Ottinger. It's in behind the goal. Savoy goes over to the right wing. Savoy out to the slot. The shot and the save made by Ottinger as Roslovic let it go from the high slot. 1:57 to go here in the first. We're going to take a break. 3-0 Stars lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Steelhaus Triton, two legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cal Moon and Bob Stauffer, we are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-0 Stars lead, minute 57 to go in the first period. Jamie Benn, Rope Hintz, Nathan Bastian, the goal scorers. Puck to the right point. Bouchard off the boards and behind the net. Savoy takes it to the left. Jams it back to the left wing corner for Roslovic. To the point, Ekholm over to Bouchard. On the right to McDavid. McDavid goes in behind the Stars net. Pass off the side of the goal. And Johnston is able to get it free for Petrovic. Petrovic around the boards. Ekholm in from the point. It stays in. Comes back to Alex Petrovic on the left wing for Jamie Benn. He'll get it out. Ekholm forced back by Steele. Only got it to center. Johnston into the Oiler end. Johnston to the right wing corner. Centering pass to Benn. The shot off the post. Scores at the side of the net with Steele. After it hit the crossbar, went right down to Sam Steele, and it's 4-0 for Dallas.
Well, Matthias Ekholm has the puck in his own zone. And the Oilers have 3 players over to the near side of the ice, and he throws it to the far side where they got nobody, and that starts the Dallas transition. The puck ends up in the net.
Sam Steele gets his 3rd of the year. 1846 time of the goal for the local player. And the puck off the draw to Heiskanen. He'll shoot it in. 4-0 Stars here in the first. The puck into the Oilers zone. That went up and over the glass, out of play at the side. So it'll be a face-off to the right of Skinner.
I mean, he had no chance in the first one. Or in the second.
No.
Is that fair?
Yeah. Face-off to the right of Skinner. Puck into the corner. Regula on the right to Draisaitl. Behind the net to Nurse. We're into the last minute here in the first. It's 4-0 for the Stars. Penalty coming up to Dallas when they touch it. Skinner goes to the bench for the extra attacker. It's still in the Edmonton zone. Podkolzin. Cross to Nurse, up the right wing, now to Draisaitl. Into the middle, Podkolzin, over the line on the left to McDavid. He's in the left wing corner, now touched by Bastian and Edmonton. With 36 seconds to go here in the first period. About to go on their first power play of the game. Bastian going to the box. High sticking the call. Oiler power play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Oilers power play, 3rd in the league at 28.8%. Dallas's penalty killing 25th at 75.7%. Gonna win draws.
Oilers don't win that one. Hintz will get it out off the boards and down the ice. Skinner protects the puck from Johnston, and now up the right wing to center ice. It's Draisaitl to McDavid over the line. Dishes on the left. Henrique to the point for Bouchard. Brings it to the middle. Now on the right, Draisaitl fanned on a pass. He'll get it back in front of the net. Put it through the slot. McDavid to the point to Bouchard. 8 seconds left. Towards the net. Off the stick of Henrique and wide. Henrique to Draisaitl. Draisaitl tried a centering pass. That got blocked by Lindell. The first period ends. So Oilers have 1:24. The power play time to start off the second period. But wow, that was
bad.
Yeah, it's tough. Yep.
Got some work to do.
Lots of it.
Pretty disappointing after the compete level that you got in the last two games on that road trip. Nothing close to that tonight. And Dallas has come in here and I'd like to say they've played a perfect road game, but perfect road games are 1 or 2-0, not 4-0 after 2. They're smoking the Oilers, and the Oilers got some work to do here, starting in the second period.
So that's where we are after 20 minutes. Jamie Benn, Rope Hintz, Nathan Bastian, Sam Steele all scoring for the Stars. Ben's 400th of his NHL career. Oilers get outshot only 8-5, but they are down 4-0 here after 20 minutes of play. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. 4-0 Stars after 20 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Catch the hilarity as the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival Matinees presents Adam Ray, Cam Patterson, and Jess Kierson July 18th, and Jeff Arcuri and Aaron Belisle on July 19th. Tickets on sale now. Then experience the festive season from the comfort of your own car as Canadian Tire's Magic of Lights returns to Radtork Raceway to fill you with holiday spirit. On now through January 3rd.
For details on these and more events, visit 880chad.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Mike Kulak, puck to the middle, and Emberson. Now to Kulak through the middle. Breakaway pass. Roslovic, the shot! And the save made by Ottinger.
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos, so 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Oilers stuck 4 after 20 minutes of play here at Rogers Place. It's Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, high above ice level. And Rob, I mean, from where we sit, you can see a lot of things a little differently than this team out on the ice. I'm just real curious your assessment of a period that they sort of got caved in on.
Yeah, the one thing we talked before the game about is what we liked in Florida and Tampa was the compete level, the emotional investment that the Oilers made in those games. We didn't see that as much tonight, but what we didn't see in Florida and Tampa were the big mistakes. And if you go through the 4 goals tonight, first goal, both Bouchard and Ekholm behind the net. All 5 Oilers were back in the blue paint. Jamie Benn's in front of the net. But Colson tries coming down, but doesn't get body positioning on him. So Jamie Benn is a big, strong man. You can have part of his stick. It doesn't matter. Jamie Benn's going to outmuscle most guys if you don't take bodies. So you have 5 guys there, really no one doing anything. On the second goal, the power play goal, the Stars do a good job moving the puck around. But when the puck is sitting out on a rebound from Skinner, there are 3 Dallas Stars standing there. Not one Oiler was on him. Bouchard and Ekholm were watching the puck, and 3 Stars stood there, and it was just a matter of who the puck went to. He was going to have a free shot. The third goal was the terrible line change. Darnell Nurse stood up, his man, which he's supposed to. He had back pressure. He had Leon on the ice. Leon went to the boards trying to knock the puck down. Trent Fredericks coming back into the zone, and when Nurse steps up, Trent Frederick changed. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-on-1. You cannot change. The only time you change as a player is when your team has possession or you dump the puck in. You don't change it when it's coming to your own zone. That's 3 big mistakes. And the last one, it's a 3-on-3. The Oilers have perfect numbers. Ekholm is taking the player with the puck. And Connor McDavid came flying over to where Ekholm was with the puck. So now, I think it was Wyatt Johnson. I'm not sure, but I believe Wyatt Johnson. He just waited and finds Ben wide open. That's Connor's man. But we had the forward come back, and instead of back checking through the middle of the ice where you're supposed to, be in the blue paint, Johnson's there's no problem having Johnson in the corner. That's where you want him. Ekholm has him there perfectly, but when McDavid drifts over, that leaves Jamie Benn wide open. Wyatt Johnson's a very good hockey player. A very good hockey player. He's waiting for a mistake. The mistake was made by Connor, and Johnson finds Ben, and then all of a sudden, wide open shot, and now you're scrambling. And then the empty net, and Steele was able to put it in. But 4 major mistakes made by the Oilers cost 4 goals, and then the one thing they didn't get is a big save. We saw Roslovic on a breakaway. There was a big save by Ottinger. The Oilers didn't get the big save, let in 4, and actually 5. One was about 3 or 4 inches high sticking. So it was not a good period. I think that long answer was to tell you, Brendan, it wasn't a good period.
Yeah, I mean, the scoreline would indicate that for sure. So too with the shots total for the Edmonton Oilers, just 5. So to me, that means they haven't had the puck really at all, and certainly haven't been generating enough toward Jake Ottinger, who is a guy you're probably going to want to get a bunch of rubber on if you're going to have a chance at beating this Stars team tonight. They went to a shootout the last time. It's not even close to that close of a game this time around. How do you get the Oilers generating a little bit more offense here, Rob?
Well, I believe there will be a fire lit in the dressing room, because that was not acceptable, and it won't be for the coaching staff or for the leadership group. They're going to come out. They're going to have a power play, I believe, for close to a minute 20, just over a minute 20. So that'll be important to get a little offense on the power play. Right now, there's 0 seeds of doubt in the minds of the Dallas Stars. They controlled that play. They were very good defensively. When there was a forecheck, there was a Dallas Star 10 feet away every time. They just chipped it 10 feet, chipped it 10 feet, chipped it 10 feet, and got the puck out. So the Oilers have got to do a better job of disrupting. The Dallas Stars have 2 superstar defensemen, Esa Lundell and Miro Heiskanen. They're superstars. After that, it is a couple minor leaguers, a young kid in Bichelle, and the Oilers haven't forced those players to make mistakes at all. And the Oilers haven't spent any time in the offensive zone. There's been 0 pressure on Ottinger other than the breakaway by Roslovic. So the Oilers have got to do a much better job of getting pucks in deep. They were very good on the forecheck in Tampa and in Florida. We haven't seen that yet tonight.
Yeah, the impetus. I just don't understand how they lose it. But I also hear this idea that the first game back at home after a long road trip can be a difficult one. Can you maybe break down some of the psychology of that?
Well, it's the focus usually goes away. On a road trip, you're eating together, you're practicing together. It's just the guys. There's 23 guys in your coaching staff. That's all you see. And it was like 12 days long, 10 days long. That's all you saw. So when you come home, you've got your wife, your girlfriend, you got your kids, you got family, you got friends, you got bills, you got stuff, all kinds of stuff to do. So your focus it lags a little bit because you've been gone for so long. And that's why there's always a fear. First game back, you're not going to have the focus that you would have had this been, game 5 of a 7-game homestand, where you're not just pulled in so many directions. Now, as players, as professionals, you're supposed to, park that and I'm focused on the game. But human nature, most players, they drift a little bit. I would expect the Oilers to get better in this hockey game as it moves along. You just hope that you haven't spotted the Dallas Stars too big a lead to come back from. So I would imagine to see the Oilers' best period in a long while here in this second period, because I think they're very disappointed the way the first 20 went.
I would think so too. I look at this and say, okay, you've got 1:23 of power play time, so you do have an opportunity, as you suggest, Rob, to swing some momentum back in your favor out of the gate here. Failing that, I get the sense that this is the kind of game where, you can bring a little more energy. You can bring a Connor Clattenburg style of game. I don't want the rookie to have to be the one to change the momentum, but I bet you he's looking at a situation right now saying maybe this is where I can show my worth. Or, again, I think there should be everybody to a man looking at themselves figuring that out. But I see a fiery rookie that might be able to do something in a situation like this in a game that's slipping away from his team early.
Well, one of the things the Oilers have missed has been that spark in their bottom six, and through physicality, through a fight, whatever it may be, Clattenburg's capable of that. The one thing, though, that is on his mind, he wants to go out there and be that spark, but he does not want to go out there and take a penalty. We saw the Dallas Stars already score a power play goal tonight, so Clattenburg does not want to put them in the penalty box, but he can be physical. One of the later shifts in the period, he took a couple runs, clean runs at players, but they have to do something because they lacked, and it wasn't, I'm not saying bottom six, everybody struggled from the Edmonton Oilers in the first 20 minutes. Every one of them, as you said, should look in the mirror and come out and have a better second period. The only good thing about being down 4-0 after 20 is you got 40 minutes left to change the storyline. So look for the Oilers to come out, and their whole goal in the second period is to win a period.
Jamie Benn, Rope Hintz, Nathan Bastian, and Sam Steele. The difference right now in a 4-0 hockey game. Dallas pouncing on this one out of the gates. The Oilers looking for answers and have 1:23 of power play time to do so. We are at the intermission. We'll be right back with the out-of-town scoreboard on your Ford dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers radio network.
Cybersecurity is not just IT, it's a business issue. One breach can halt operations and permanently damage trust. Business leaders choose Alt-Tech because they understand the stakes. Their specialists design cyber-first IT systems that protect productivity, safeguard data, and support growth. From construction to nonprofits, Canadian organizations rely on Alt-Tech to stay resilient in a digital-first world. Secure operations, strong reputation, sustainable growth. That is Alt-Tech. Visit alttech.ca. That's ALT-TECH.ca.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Looking for the ultimate dinner and show experience? Look no further than Edmonton's famous Mayfield Dinner Theater, where you'll enjoy world-class productions and delectable dining in a new renovated theater. Whether it's date night, a work party, a celebration, or a spontaneous night out with friends, your experience at the Mayfield Dinner Theater is sure to be a memorable one. The 2025-2026 season is on sale now, so check out the exciting lineup of shows and get your tickets today at mayfieldtheater.ca.
This is Global News at the first intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. Edmonton police are announcing dozens of charges against members of the One Order Motorcycle Club and their associates, including a full-patched Hells Angels member. An investigation was launched over a year ago and concluded this last September with search warrants executed at 40 locations in Alberta and BC. Charges include firearm trafficking, a conspiracy to traffic firearms, commit extortion, robbery, assault, and organized crime involvement. Workers covered by the Health Sciences Association of Alberta have ratified a new agreement with AHS. The vote began last Thursday and wrapped up today. And the city has put a wrap on this year's construction season, even though a lot of work still continues. Over 200 projects saw work done, with the budget for this year's work at $1.5 billion. Edmonton's Mayor Andrew Knack says that they're going to take steps to make construction less of a burden on the average Edmontonian next year. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
Are insects invading your home? I'm Tyler, a trained expert with Able Pest Control. In your home or business, insects can be a big concern. Just ask Emma.
I had ants and spiders in my kitchen and basement, and I was worried they would infest other areas of my home. I picked up the phone and called Able.
Good call, Emma. I was glad I could help. At Able, we love what we do, and we know how to keep your property and family protected.
Able, we're on it.
My name is Tyler with Able Pest Control, and I'm on it.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers, proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Not much going on out of town tonight. This is the only game in the National Hockey League this evening. And why is that the case, you might ask? Well, you've got American Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. So the NHL is going to give way to the NFL, and there are no games scheduled, which means 15 games are scheduled for tomorrow night. These are the only two teams that will not be in action tomorrow on the NHL schedule. You follow me with all this? So, as we look ahead to Wednesday the 26th and the Canadian teams in action, the Flames visit the Lightning. The Toronto Maple Leafs are at the Columbus Blue Jackets. Canadians visit the Mammoth, and the Senators are out west as well. They take on the Golden Knights, while the Canucks face the Anaheim Ducks. This is the front half of two in a row for the Stars. They'll move on and play the Seattle Kraken tomorrow night in Seattle. As far as your Edmonton Oilers affiliate goes, down on the farm, they get the Henderson Silver Knights on Saturday. It's a good matchup each and every time. A lot of fisticuffs down there on the farm. And how about the games that Ike Howard has been putting together since his demotion? 4 games played, 7 points in those 4 games. And then if you're interested in Western Hockey League action, well, this Friday the Oil Kings are playing host to the Red Deer Rebels. That's the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. It's 4-0 Dallas, but the good news is some power play time to start things for Edmonton, 1 minute and 23 seconds. We'll get you back to more play-by-play. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. and even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Every year, carbon monoxide poisoning kills over 300 Canadians and hospitalizes many more. Carbon monoxide has no smell, taste, or color. But protecting yourself and your family isn't hard. A properly functioning carbon monoxide alarm can detect carbon monoxide and alert you to the danger. We've created a helpful carbon monoxide checklist to help you protect your household. Visit atco.com/co to learn more and download the checklist. Atco.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 4-0 Stars lead. We're getting ready for the second period of play. And tonight's Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of Movember, funding groundbreaking cancer research. Get your tickets now to support this great cause and have a chance at winning 2 jackpots tonight. Oilers start off this period on the power play. Calvin Pickard now in goal for the Oilers. Power play for 1:24, brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. The right wing, Draisaitl into the star zone. He stops up near top of the circle. Tried to bump it back to the point. Faxa breaks it up and shoots it down the ice. Pickard to the left corner to Henrique. Now behind the net to Bouchard. Bouchard steps out. Makes his way up to center. Drops it back to McDavid. Comes into the Dallas end. Left wing to Henrique. Puck goes to the corner, and Heiskanen will get it all the way down the ice.
I'm not sure why Adam Henrique's on the first unit power play. I know it's only going to be for one more game because Nugent Hopkins is going to be back, but
Draisaitl into the star zone on the right. A backhand save by Ottinger. Got it with a right pad. Puck to the right wing corner. Heiskanen off the glass, off the stick of Bouchard. That'll be a high stick. It's touched by Pickard, and a face-off in the Oilers zone. 24 seconds left to go in that penalty to Bastian. 4-0 Stars. We're a minute into the second period. Face-off to the right of Pickard. His last game was Thursday. Played really well. It was a 2-1 overtime loss. Made 33 saves. Nurse with it in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse to Savoy. On the right wing to Ekholm. Will shoot it in. Ottinger will stop it. Heiskanen will get it around the glass. Past Ekholm and down the ice.
Oilers haven't won a puck battle all night here. Have not been able to match the infectious enthusiasm they played in Tampa Bay and in Florida with on Thursday and Saturday.
Puck sent to the net. Save made by Ottinger. Gets up near the line, and Tomasik kept it in, but only for a moment. Penalty over. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. Pass on the right to Petrovic. Angle shot. Glove saved by Pickard. He holds on. And there'll be a face-off in the Oilers zone. No, this does not resemble those 2 games from the Oilers' point of view at all so far.
Now, Florida had about 7 guys out.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay had 3 defensemen out. Dallas has got probably 2 D out and 2 forwards that would be in. And 2 pretty good forwards, a first-line winger and a second-line center. Oilers don't have Nugent Hopkins and Wallman and a, top 6 forward and a top 4D.
At center ice, Janmark into the Stars end. Down the left wing. Goes in behind the net. Bischel will get it up the left wing boards to Sagan out to center ice. Off of Robertson. And the puck in the neutral zone. Petrovic with it in his skates. Now to Bischel. On the left to Sagan to Bischel. Over to Petrovic just inside his blue line. We'll get it out to center. It goes off of Robertson.
Holy cow.
And the puck hits center ice.
Get pucks deep.
Frederick shoots this one in. It goes to the right wing corner. Podkolzin up against the boards, but Sagan will get it to the line and out. Bouchard starts up ice for the Oilers. That's center. Is able to shoot it in. Ottinger will set it. Give it to Bischel. Left corner. Bischel high in the air and out. Off of Sagan. Goes to Regula of the Oilers. Taken to the corner. Steele got it free. To Ben. Now to the middle. The shot saved by Pickard. The rebound. Steele pushed it just wide. Steele out of the right wing corner. Now to Johnston. As Johnston comes up the right wing. For Ben, centering pass off the skate of Nurse. On the right wing, McDavid to Draisaitl. Now to Nurse. Nurse to the neutral zone, and he lost it. Johnston will come in. It'll get to the middle of the ice, turning and shooting, and Johnston put it wide. Steele back to the point for Heiskanen. A shot, glove save made by Pickard. 3:21 gone in the second. 4-0 Stars lead. And Calvin Pickard, now a couple of shots under his belt. He is well into the game. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off to the left of Pickard. Bork out of the face-off circle. Ritzkovian will get in there with Adam Henrique of the Oilers. And Bork with the puck on the right wing will shoot it towards the net. Hit Ritzkovian. Was in behind the goal. Bouchard to the middle, and it'll go all the way up to the blue line. Capobianco kept it in, left wing corner. On the boards is Beck. To Capobianco, shoots it towards the net, hits the stick, goes into the left wing corner. Bork had it knocked away from him. Roslovic will get it out. For Savoy to Roslovic, just to the Dallas blue line. Capobianco cross to Kolyachonik up the right wing. Steered in by Beck. Bouchard behind the net. Around the boards, it doesn't get out. Capobianco off the right point to the middle. He'll wait. He'll shoot it. That was blocked in front of the Edmonton goal. Janmark, or make that Henrique up to center ice. Gets over the center ice line. He'll dump it in. 4-0 Stars here in the second. Flying in, there's Clattenburg. Puts the hit on Kolyachonik. The puck along the boards inside the Dallas zone on the left wing. Oh, top of the circle. Janmark got it into the corner. On the left side, Clattenburg. In behind the net to Janmark. Janmark to the right wing point to Emberson. A shot, save, rebound, scores! Connor Clattenburg! First NHL goal! And the Oilers get on the board. They're down 4-1.
Well, he goes in. He starts the whole process by getting a hit. Shows a little bit of physicality. And the Oilers get the loose change in front, put it in the net. And I don't think that Glenn Gullickson's going to challenge.
Clattenburg in just his second NHL game gets his first NHL goal. 4:39 into the second period. Absolute picture of pure joy as he skated over to the glass. And the Oilers get on the board. Let's see if that sparks a little something. Left wing. Ekholm through the middle off his stick, and it goes into the Stars' end. In behind the net's Petrovic. Off the boards to Blackwell. Across on the right to Bischel. Comes into the Oilers zone off the corner boards. Behind the net to Bouchard. Rims it. It gets up near the line, and that's not going to get out. Blackwell will keep it in. A shot, and a save made by Pickard. He held on. Well, Clattenburg, what a story. 20 years old. Played last year in the OHL. 5th round pick.
Was undrafted in his first year of draft eligibility.
Right.
But what did he do? He got in on the forecheck, threw a hit.
That's right. got in there through the bottom. That's what he does. Shot off the draw, doesn't get through. Sagan, left wing corner to Hintz, out to the middle. That shot and a good stop made by Pickard as that was jammed towards the net by Robertson. The puck flipped out.
Roslovic took that right off the kneecap. That's hurting him.
Brought in by Hintz on the left wing. Heiskanen in front of the net, and that goes by everybody in the slot. The Oilers start a rush. It's Podkolzin into the star zone. Comes across the line over on the right. We'll dump it into the right wing corner. 4-1 Stars here in the second. Puck lifted up and out. It's rolling towards Pickard and smacked out of the zone by Regula. Clattenburg from Emberson and Janmark. Draisaitl dump it in. Draisaitl around the right wing boards. They went to the top of the circle. There was Johnston for the Stars. And on the left side, able to shoot it in off the stick of Steele. Right wing corner, Bouchard to McDavid, out to center. Bischel inside his own line. Can't get it out. Hit Zach Hyman with it. Hyman dumped down. Puck goes into the right wing corner, though, and in behind the net. Petrovic to Bischel. Up the right wing for Ben. Off the boards into the Oiler end. Steele will get to it. He's going to take it in behind the net. Over to the left. Steele cycling it. Bouchard broke it up. Over to Ekholm. Into the middle of Draisaitl. On the right to Bouchard. Into the Stars end. Goes to the right wing corner. Off the end boards to McDavid. Behind the net to Draisaitl. Left side to Connor McDavid. Left wing point Ekholm. Cross to Bouchard. On the right to Draisaitl. To the blue line, Bouchard, a shot, hits a stick, goes into the left wing corner. McDavid gets it to sit down. To Draisaitl from the angle, the save made by Ottinger. Tried to squeeze one in on the short side. The puck just cleared out by Beck. We'll go down into the Edmonton zone. 7:15 gone here in the second, 4-1 Stars lead. Out from behind his goal, Evan Bouchard. Up to center. Did not touch Ekholm. It's an icing call against Edmonton. Face off to the right. Tomashik to take the draw against Hintz. Tomashik up the right. Finds Clattenburg. Clattenburg at center. Went to dump the puck in. That got knocked down. Brought in on the right wing. Robertson to the right wing point, a shot, and that one blocked in front of the goal. Ekholm can clear it off of Tomashik. Polyachonik in his own end. Up the boards, doesn't get it out. Gets near the middle of the ice into the skates of Clattenburg. Now Hintz got it to the middle. And Robertson to center ice. Will bounce the puck into the left wing corner of the Oilers zone. Sagan in on the forecheck as he runs into Emberson. Tomashik got it loose. To the line, but it will not get out. Lindell kept it in. For Sagan in the right wing corner. Sagan off the boards on the right side. It's along those boards as they battle, and Tomashik in there for Edmonton. It does get loose to the left wing point. Lindell, he'll walk in. That shot was blocked, and it goes to the left wing point. That hit Frederick right in the skate. Right side, a shot save made by Pickard. Frederick trying to get to the puck, still hurting from the blocked shot, and the puck along the right wing boards. Goes near the blue line. Lindell to the middle of the ice. He'll shoot it. Tipped just wide. On the left wing, cleared out by Janmark.
So both Frederick and Roslovic have eaten pucks so far here in this period.
Shot into the Oilers zone. Pickard went to play it. Kulak can go to the right wing. Up the right wing for Podkolzin. Podkolzin to the middle to Henrique. Into the Dallas end right side for Savoy. Into the corner to Henrique. Henrique gets tied up. Puck top of the circle. Ben won't be able to get it out. Podkolzin a shot. Tipped on net. Save made by Ottinger. As Henrique went hard to the front of the net, he gets into it with Bischel. Both of them go down to the ice. The net knocked off in behind Ottinger. And we're going to have some coincidentals, I believe. We'll break that up. 10:42 to go here in the second. 4-1. Stars lead the Oilers. Things starting to heat up here at Rogers Place. We're going to be right back. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates, always. Gimmicks, never. Perks that reward your loyalty, and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EMCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 4-1. Stars lead the Oilers. 10:42 to go in the second period. Coincidental minors. Bischel for the Stars. Henrique for the Oilers. We're going to go 4-on-4. Oilers got it to the net, though, Bob.
Yep.
Henrique went hard to the net. That's what started a little bit of a
Glattenberg, Glattenberg comes in, throws a hit, and then gets rewarded with a jam play down low. And Henrique, good for him for sticking up for himself. Bichelle is going to be a real good player. We know that. Physical guy. Huge man.
Yes. Face off to the left of Ottinger. Draisaitl, McDavid, Bouchard, Nurse out there for Edmonton. Puck goes to Miro Heiskanen. He'll stop in behind the Stars net. To the right wing, up to Steele. Little bank pass, and it's one-handed into the zone by Hintz. Steele to the right wing corner. He's getting worked over by Bouchard. It's in his skates. Draisaitl pokes it free, but Lindell will get it in the left corner for the Stars. Now to Steele, stolen by Bouchard. He'll stop behind the Edmonton net, up the right wing to McDavid. McDavid gains center, now into the Stars' end, down the right side. Stops on the right wing boards, to the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard shot, it's blocked, and coming out was Steele, but getting back was Nurse. Steele was at the end of his shift. It almost looked like he was going to get a breakaway as Draisaitl brings the puck into the Star zone, stops up on the right wing. Cross-ice pass to Bouchard. Bouchard to the middle. The one-timer save made by Ottinger off of Ekholm. Heiskanen.
Right now, I don't see Roslovic out there for Edmonton. He blocked a shot. That'd be a big loss because he's been really good.
Savoy into the Stars' end on the right wing. Right side, the shot gets to Savoy. He put it on net, and Ottinger was able to hold on to it. Kulak put it towards the goal, but Savoy with the redirection, and then no rebound. We're going to take a break. 9:27 to go here in the second. 4-1. Stars lead the Oilers. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. 4-1, Stars lead, 9:27 to go in the second. We're still 4-on-4 for another 43 seconds. Face off in the Star zone, puck on the right wing point. Bouchard, right wing to McDavid across the top, now to Ekholm. He's in the left wing corner. Headed in behind the net. It's poked around. Hintz will get it out. A 2-on-1. Sagan
high stick.
Down the left wing with Lindell. His cross-ice pass misses him. And now we'll get to it. Now to Haskin. It'll walk in his shot, and that goes wide. Draisaitl on the right wing to center. Now to McDavid. He's into the Dallas zone. To the right corner. Lindell able to break it up. And cleared out by Hintz. Won't be icing. No, it will be. It will be icing. Just as the penalties expired. So Henrique and Bischel are back out. And we're back to 5-on-5. Face off to the right of Ottinger. Henrique to take the draw for the Oilers. Henrique, Hyman, and Podkolzin are out there. With Nurse and Regula, the puck to the right wing point. Alec Regula will shoot it, and that goes wide of the net. To the line, just cleared out. Dumped back in by Nurse. Sagan up the right wing out to center. Rich Colvian got it just to the Edmonton line, and Podkolzin getting it out now to Hyman. Into the Star zone. Hyman to the left wing corner. Taken to the corner. Will then center it. It comes in front. Podkolzin shot. Somehow it doesn't go in. It's in behind the net. Sent in front off of Podkolzin. And into the slot. Ritzkovian to center ice for the Stars. Great chance there for Edmonton. Puck in the left wing corner of the Oilers zone. Ritzkovian goes in behind the net. He gets dumped down. Penalty coming up to Hyman. Puck to the point. Petrovic. From the left to Capobianco to the left wing point. And Beck has to bring it out. Delayed penalty coming to the Oilers. 4-1 Stars lead, 7:40 to go in the second. On the right side, Bork, cross ice pass, and just off his stick before it could get to Johnston. Oilers touch it, and it's going to be a holding call against Hyman. It'll be the second power play of the game for the Stars, as they are 1-for-1 with a man advantage.
Well, this is a huge kill for Edmonton.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
And look how they got killed.
McDavid and Draisaitl to start it off with Bouchard and Ekholm. Well, shorthanded goal would go a long way. It always does. Bouchard behind his net, left wing to McDavid, and he'll get it down the ice. Ottinger stops it to Heiskanen. Heiskanen leaving it to Hintz. On the right for Johnston, over the line to Sagan, goes to the right corner. Behind the net for Johnston. On the left wing, Robertson to the blue line for Heiskanen. On the right to Sagan, top of the circle. A shot. That one blocked in front of the net. Sent all the way down by Matthias Ekholm. Heiskanen, the left wing. To Hintz, now it's center to Johnston. Comes into the Oiler end. Off the right wing boards, puck goes to the corner. Along that right side, Hintz got it to the point. Heiskanen on the left wing. To the left wing corner for Robertson. To the blue line to Heiskanen to Robertson. Centering pass. And there was Emberson or Podkolzin to get it out. Up the right wing to Janmark. Janmark in on the right wing. Will turn to the right wing corner. He'll look to the slot. Instead to Podkolzin on the right side. He's tied up along the boards. And the puck does come loose. And it's Robertson through center. Into the Oiler end to Sagan on the right now to Bork in front. Great save made by Pickard. And his mask comes off and the whistle goes. He got it with the left pad.
We got a slashing call coming up against the Oilers here. They're going to have a 5-on-3 for 38 seconds.
Adam Henrique going to the box. Calvin Pickard with a huge stop there off of Bork. As Bork got sent in all alone. Timeout called by the Stars. 38 seconds of 5-on-3 time for Dallas. And that huge Oiler penalty kill now going to be is now taxed to the degree of another penalty.
Normally you would have Nugent Hopkins in a 3v5 to start the PK. In the past, at times, Draisaitl could win you the draw. Are they going to go with Savoy?
It does look that way. As he's on the ice with Bouchard and Ekholm and discussing things over at the Edmonton bench. Yep, it is Matt Savoy. All right, face off to the right of Pickard. Hintz out of the face-off circle. So it'll be Tyler Sagan against Matt Savoy. Puck to the line. Heiskanen into Robertson. His shot misses, but it's kept in on the left wing. Johnston, top of the circle, left side into the corner. Sagan will step out in front of the net, scores. Right at the side of the net, Jason Robertson just taps it at the side of the goal and makes it 5-1 for Dallas. And the Stars will remain on the power play. So Robertson's got goals in 7 straight games. Which is the longest goal scoring streak of the season in the NHL. So Robertson makes it 5-1 on the power play goal. Oilers still shorthanded. The penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Capo Bianco, their zone line. That is poked away by Janmark, and it goes into the Stars zone. Robertson from Sagan and Johnston. Out from behind his net, Capo Bianco. On the right to Bork. Bork brings it in. Right wing to Steele. Steele along the boards. To Ben, to the point. Capobianco a shot, and that one doesn't get through. Savoy will get it all the way down the ice. 5-1 Stars here in the second. 5:15 to go in the period. Capobianco to Heiskanen. Across to Johnston. And it's brought in on the left. Robertson off the left wing boards to the corner for Hintz. And picking off the pass was Savoy, and he'll shoot it down the ice. Heiskanen out from behind his own net. Penalty over in 35 seconds. To Johnston will get the puck into the Oilers zone on the right wing. Now across on the left side. Robertson's pass to Johnston to Robertson. A shot and a save made by Pickard. On the left wing, top of the circle, Sagan to Robertson in front of the net. Saved by Pickard. The rebound, they score. They kept jamming away in front of the Edmonton net. And I believe it was Johnston that eventually put it in. And it's 6-1.
They're 3 for 3 in the power play in this game. This is a clinic. And they've got 2 goals backside.
Yeah.
Where the Oilers have been beaten down low.
Yeah, Pickard made the first save. Johnston puts in the second opportunity. And the Oilers are down 6-1 here in the second period to the Dallas Stars. Tomashik with it on the left wing. Back to the point to Nurse. A shot saved by Ottinger. On the right wing, top of the circle. Getting it out is Blackwell. Blackwell will softly dump the puck in. And it's in behind the Edmonton net. Played in front. It has to go back to the point with it. Kolyachonik on the left wing point. Now to Faxa at the blue line. Left wing to Blackwell. Blackwell put it in through the slot. Goes all the way over to the right wing. Regula into the corner. Will lose it to Faxa. Johnston from Robertson and Sagan by the looks of things. Puck in the right wing corner. Blackwell to the left wing point. Now to the line. Ritzkovian on the left wing. A shot by Bork. Save made by Pickard. And the puck in the right wing corner. 3:19 to go in the second. 6-1 Stars lead. At center ice, Lindell to Bork. On the left wing to Ritzkovian will dump it in. Nurse behind the Edmonton net. Up the left side to Savoy for Draisaitl. Draisaitl forced back by Bork, trying to hold him off. Bork staying on him. Goes to Nurse, he'll take it in behind the Edmonton goal. Gets away from Maverick Bork. Nurse at center on the backhand, will shoot it in off the end glass. Cranked around the boards by Heiskanen, it does come out. Bouchard for Matthias Ekholm. To Savoy on the left wing point. Pumps it into the corner. Puck goes off of Johnston. Johnston just got it out. Ekholm will drill it right back in. Capobianco out to center ice. To Jamie Benn. Benn off the right wing boards. Picked out of the air by Ekholm. Comes back to Benn. Cross ice, misses Johnston with it. Bouchard will get it out. Steele waits for everybody to get on side. Dumps the puck into the Oilers zone. Ekholm, left wing corner. Up the boards to the blue line. Petrovic will keep it in. Cross ice, flips it on the left. Ekholm on the right wing, now to Hyman. Hyman down that right side, into the Stars end. His pass to Podkolzin. It doesn't connect, he gets it back. Podkolzin right corner into the slot, and just off the stick of Kulak, and it comes out. Kulak on the left wing to Hyman. Got it inside the line. It's chopped back out. Emberson will shoot it in. Rims on the right. Robertson got it off the boards through the middle to Rope Hintz. Now to Sagan. Sagan into the Oiler end to the middle, and that shot off the stick of Robertson does not get to the Oiler goal. It is cleared out by Kulak. Kolyachonik on the left wing. Up to Faxa, and he'll get it out. So we're coming up to the last minute of the second period. 6-1, Stars lead the Oilers here at Rogers Place. Shot into the Stars zone. Kolyachonik up the right wing to the line and out. At center, Nurse Right, just inside the Star zone. Kolyachonik on the right for Bastian. He'll shoot it in. Regula on the right wing to Mangiapane. Got it out to the neutral zone. Blackwell is able to dump it back in. Pickard will do it himself. Up to center to Janmark. Now to Tomashik, but he got stripped of it. And Bork into the Oiler end to right side. The shot and a save made by Pickard. Trying to find the rebound. It's at the side of the net. Ritzkovian now has it on the right wing to the blue line to Petrovic. Petrovic a shot. Pinballs towards the net. Goes off of Pickard. Puck in behind the goal. Beck's pass. Kicked off by Regula. 5 seconds to go in the period. Angle shot that goes wide of the Edmonton net. Petrovic into the middle. A Ritzkovian shot, and that's kicked out by Pickard. As the period comes to an end, it's 6-1 for the Stars after 40 minutes.
Well, penalty troubles against a team that's feeling their game right now. And the Oilers had a good initial surge and then allowed Dallas 2 power plays, and they're too good to do that right now. And this is an old-fashioned butt kicking.
It is.
Oilers just need to win a period here in the third and try to build on that. But pretty disappointing performance overall. And this is not what anybody here in Oil Country wanted to see tonight. And will do nothing but add to the drama around the team at this time.
It has been Ben, Hintz, Bastian, and Steele scoring for the Stars in the first. Robertson and Johnston in the second. The lone highlight of this one so far, Connor Clattenburg getting his first NHL goal as he scored for the Oilers in the second period. 6-1, Stars lead the Oilers after 40. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. From Rogers Place, NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and $1 million jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make Oil Country a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
The corner. On the left side, Clattenburg. In behind the net to Janmark. Janmark to the right wing point to Emberson. A shot, save, rebound, scores! Connor Clattenburg! First NHL goal!
That is our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Oilers pretty far away from the winner's zone on a night like tonight. 6-1 the scoreline. 6-1 the Dallas Stars leading after 40 minutes of play at Rogers Place. I don't know that there's a lot of explanation for this necessarily, but some more questions than answers, Rob Brown, after another period of play in which they were outplayed, and that power play in particular of Dallas. Well, I mean, my goodness.
Well, let's start with the goal that the Oilers scored. At the end of the first period, you asked, how can the Oilers get back into this? I said, well, the Dallas Stars have got 2 superstars on defense, and then they have a young kid and 3 guys that are in the minors. If you want to get things going offensively, get pucks in deep, be physical on the defense on a forecheck, and work them in their own zone. And on the Clattenburg goal, he scored the goal, but it was 20 seconds before that. He got in on the forecheck, threw a big hit that created chaos. Then the Stars couldn't get out of their zone. Eventually, it comes back to the point, simple shot on net, rebound, and goal. But it was just a simple forecheck. Clattenburg is not going to skill you to death, but he'll outwork you. And he outworked, and that's how the Oilers got their goal. Then the Dallas Stars get the power play. They're missing, Thomas Harley, one of the best in the world on the power play. They're missing Mikko Rantanen, top 5 forward in the world. But they still have other skilled players. When the Dallas Stars got their 5-on-3, I think it was for about 38 seconds, I'm thinking in my head, all right, if the Oilers can kill this off, it's going to be tough. If they kill this off, they win the hockey game. Instead, they gave up 2 goals. And they made it look easy. The Jason Robertson goal, we've seen Zach Hyman do that a lot, where he gets up against the post, he gets his feet and his stick down. All you're doing is you're making a bigger target for whoever's passing. So he's got his stick, his feet, so now he's got about 2.5 feet for the passer. I think it was Sagan who made the play, but to hit. And he hits the stick first, hits the feet, and then goes in. Simple play, really pretty play. And then the next one was just outworked. The Oilers got outworked down low, and eventually they stick in the second goal, and it's now a 5-goal lead. And all of the stuff that we saw with the Oilers on the last 2 games of the road trip, with the energy and the enthusiasm and the bite to the game, we didn't see it through the first 40 minutes, other than some desperation by a couple guys blocking shots. And we'll see what goes on with Roslovic and I believe it was Frederick as we go on in this hockey game, because they both limped off the ice.
Yeah, it's just not been a good night for the Oilers. And some confusing decisions, like, for example, I'll just get your thoughts on Savoy as the 5-on-3 penalty killer there.
Surprised. I got to be honest, I was surprised. To me, that is RNH's job when he's healthy. He's not in the lineup. Then it's Leon Draisaitl. He's your best face-off guy. And there's only 38 seconds on the 5-on-3. So if you win the face-off and are able to clear it, you're clearing, that's a good 18 seconds minimum if you get it all the way down before they get set up again. So you've cut the power play in half. So I was really surprised that it was Savoy that came out. Savoy got fortunate, first of all, because Dallas lost their best centerman. Hintz got kicked out, but then Sagan came in and won it. And when the opposition team wins the face-off and you have a full 5-on-3, it's really hard to stop. So I was a little surprised by that deployment. They have a lot of trust in Matthew Savoy, and I like a lot about his game. But if you have a big face-off to win, and that was a big face-off, personally, I'd have Leon Draisaitl taking it. Adam Henrique on the power play. Your thoughts? Yeah, I don't mind him up there. I mean, no one's going to replace RNH. I think that they want to keep a second unit available. To me, it's, and I've said this before, when the Oilers' power play is struggling, don't look at RNH or Hyman as the 2 guys that need to be changed, because the power play goes through 3 players, Connor, Leon, and Bouchard. When it's successful, it's because of Connor, Leon, and Bouchard, and the other players help. But the power play, they touch the puck the most. So to me, on the power plays that don't work, it's usually either great defending or the Oilers' top players made a mistake or made a bad pass. And on this one tonight, they just have looked a little out of sync on their power play. And give credit to the Dallas Stars, who don't have a good penalty killing unit on the season. They've been excellent so far in this hockey game. You figured that this might be decided via special teams, given the nature of their power play percentages coming into this game. But one team has certainly cashed in on their chances, the other not so much. I don't know what to make of this third period here, but if you're in the room right now and you knew you needed a response period in that last one, I guess you traded a goal and then fell down by 1. But, I guess just the approach to the rest of this hockey game here, Bob says get out and try and put a good third period together and try and build upon something. Is that how you'd look at things as a player right now? Well, no, I'm not sure. The last road trip was so long. Was the last home game the Colorado game? The 9-1 game? Is that how long? I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But the Oilers got embarrassed 9-1 here on home ice. I don't think they want to get embarrassed again, and we're well on our way. It's 6-1 through 40 minutes. So that was a soul-searching type of loss. The Oilers tonight against a Dallas team missing 2 really good players on the lineup are down by 5. They got to come out and just do all the right things. The Oilers have gotten away from what makes them successful, and they haven't done it in this hockey game. So I think they want to come out and play a solid period. But at the end of the day, and we talked about it before the game, special teams and goaltending, whichever team has the better of those is going to win the hockey game, and it's been no contest in this hockey game. The Oilers' save percentage is .730. The Dallas Stars' save percentage, I think, is .930. And Dallas has scored, was it 2 power play goals so far in this hockey game? So 3 power play. There you go. So there's the difference in this hockey game. The very important part of the game, special teams and goaltending, has been in Dallas Stars' favor. And 6-1. I don't know if this is, sometimes games get away and from a team. I don't know if this is closer than a 6-1 hockey game with the way this game has gone. The Dallas Stars have been markedly better in this game. I would hope that in the third period, the Edmonton Oilers will start playing with the desperation and urgency that we saw at the end of the road trip.
It's funny how you look at the screen right now. They're showing Connor Clattenburg's shift and the effort that he puts forth. It should be inspiring to some of the other guys in the group, the way that he plays hockey out there. And I know that he's got that youthful energy, but you would like to see that reverberate through the rest of the lineup.
Well, and add to the fact he scored his first goal in the National Hockey League, a fourth-line goal to make it 4-1. I would have bet the house that would have turned the tide in the second period, but it really didn't do a whole difference.
No, unfortunately not. So now they have the third period to make up for it. 6-1 the score right now. We are at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey. We'll get the out-of-town scoreboard coming up next on the Oilers Radio Network.
Are you waiting for surgery? Are you suffering from arthritis and need a knee replacement or have an injury to your knee, shoulder, hand, back, or ankle? Canby Surgery can help. Go where the pros go. Canby Surgery Center, Vancouver, BC. Fly in and fly out. Experts in orthopedic and sports injuries and their surgeons are chosen by elite and professional athletes. Visit CanbySurgery.com. CAMBIE Surgery.com. You don't need to be a pro to be treated like one.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And I'm Zach Hyman. And when we're not making juicy, sweet passes or having my goals disallowed, we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling. You know, guys used to call me a plumber. And now they call you an HVAC technician. Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay. Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day.
This is Global News at the second intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. The province has introduced Bill 12, the Financial Statutes Amendment Act. It changes a number of bills, including the Tobacco Tax Amendment Act. Finance Minister Nate Horner says that it brings in new penalties for those who purchase, sell, or possess illegal tobacco products. Bill 12 also gives legislative authority to the new Alberta Disability Assistance Program, which functions with AISH. Healthcare professionals with the Health Sciences Association of Alberta have voted 66% to ratify a new collective agreement with AHS. Close to 16,000 members cast ballots between November 20th and the 25th. Prime Minister Mark Carney says British Columbia has to agree to a potential Alberta pipeline to the Pacific Coast. Carney is expected to unveil a memorandum of understanding on a new energy pact with Alberta in Calgary on Thursday. It will likely include language about a new pipeline. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be after the game on 880 CHED.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta is a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains. Plains. It's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Steelhaus Triton, two legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. It is quiet in the NHL other than this game tonight. This is the only one. Again, I reiterate, this is because there's 15 games on the schedule tomorrow night in advance of Thursday's American Thanksgiving, when the league gives way to the NFL. There's no NHL hockey on Thursday night, so they'll cram it all in tomorrow. We'll go through the Canadian teams quickly and what you can expect. The Flames visit the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Maple Leafs visiting the Columbus Blue Jackets tomorrow. The Jets will be entertained by the Capitals in Washington. Canadians on the road in Utah, and the Canucks are in Anaheim, as well as the Senators in Vegas coming up tomorrow. The Stars finishing out their back-to-back set with the Seattle Kraken in Seattle. And as far as the Edmonton Oilers affiliate goes, Bakersfield Condors, they play on Saturday night against the Henderson Silver Knights. That is a home game for Bakersfield. In the Western Hockey League, it is the Oil Kings on Friday playing host to the Red Deer Rebels. That's the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. It's 6-1 Dallas through 40 minutes of play here. You've got third period action coming up. We are at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit EdmontonsBestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 6-1. Stars lead the Oilers. We're getting ready for the third period of play. And the Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back. Life-changing jackpots. Tonight's main jackpot, it's $673,000. The bonus, November bonus jackpot, over $600K. And our next lucky winner, that's going to be drawn tonight. So get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Don't miss out on 2 chances to win big. We dropped the puck. We're underway here in the third. It's dumped into the Oilers zone. Smacked up the right side to Regula. And Regula across to Nurse. On the left to Savoy. He's able to dump it in. Ottinger comes out of his net. Got it around the boards. Regula in from the right wing point. His pass to the point is picked off. And Johnston will get it out down the left side to Steele. Into the Oilers zone. Top of the circle. Steele to the corner, but that's it. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse on the left, but Ben was there to keep it in for the Stars. Regula will try the middle. And Nurse will take it behind the goal. Good to see Roslovic just out there. He's heading off right now, but back out onto the ice. He blocked the shot in the second period. Puck shot into the Star zone by Draisaitl. Comes around on the right for Podkolzin. Got it in behind the net to Draisaitl, but it went just past him. In from the blue line. Ekholm to Draisaitl. To the right wing point to Bouchard. He's being pressured up on the point. And the puck cleared out by Hintz. Bouchard just inside the Edmonton line. To the middle to Draisaitl. Gets by Robertson. Down the right wing into the Star zone. Holds off Ritzkovian. The puck goes to the right wing corner. Podkolzin to the blue line. Bouchard will shoot. Scores! Evan Bouchard with a blast from the point. And the Oilers cut into that Stars lead. Stars up 6-2.
Well, very simple play for Edmonton. But Colson and Draisaitl use the heavy horses out there. They win a couple puck battles down low. Podkolzin follows the play up, gets it back to the point. And an absolute bomb from Evan Bouchard.
His fourth, a minute 23 into the third. Hyman was right in front of the net. Ottinger didn't see it.
So Mangiapane has moved way down the lineup here.
And it goes into the Stars' end. 6-2 Dallas leads. As the Oilers with a goal here early in the third. Ritzkovian flip it into the Oiler end. Kulak chases after. Ritzkovian right on him. Rims it on the left. That hits a skate. Comes to the line. Went to the line just out. Brought in by Beck.
Good hit.
Solid hit by Emerson on Beck. And Clattenburg has it on the left wing. Clattenburg to center ice to Janmark. Broken up at the Dallas blue line. Kulak will follow it and shoot it in. Colson and Draisaitl with the assists on the goal by Evan Bouchard.
So Draisaitl's got a 7-game point streak.
11 points in the last 7 for Draisaitl. As Faxa into the Oilers' own right wing corner. Cross ice pass off a stick goes to the right side. Savoy. Now to Mangiapane, comes into the Stars' end, to the left wing corner, taken to the end boards. Blackwell won't get it out, stolen. Mangiapane shot, and that one off of Ottinger. The puck goes to the right wing and cleared out. Center ice, Nurse will shoot it in, glove by Ottinger. Pushes the puck over to the left, and then Nurse, his pass got picked off the top of the circle. And Johnston comes out for the Dallas Stars. Wedged off of it by Henrique. Rimmed up the right wing by Ekholm to Roslovic. Now over to Ekholm, still in Oiler territory. Behind the net to Bouchard. On the right to center ice, it's McDavid. Comes into the Stars end to the middle to Hyman. His shot, didn't get it through. Tried to backhand towards the net. There was traffic, and the puck gets cleared out. Center ice, Bouchard will shoot it in. Petrovic to Bischel on the left wing. Around the boards, down the ice. Will be icing against the Stars. 3 minutes and 28 seconds gone here in the third. 6-2 Dallas leads. Oilers are in Seattle on Saturday afternoon, then home for 5 straight.
Dallas flies to Seattle immediately following tonight's game.
Their last game of this Western swing as they take on the Kraken tomorrow. Puck to the right wing point. Bouchard behind the net to Draisaitl. Slides over to the right wing. And behind the net to Podkolzin. Podkolzin will get it out. He was looking for Ekholm, and Ben got his stick in there. Savoy with the puck on the left side, out to Draisaitl, to Podkolzin, and a great save by Ottinger as Podkolzin drilled it off the right wing. Ottinger got it with the glove and held on. Face-off will be to Ottinger's left.
Chris Knobloch's given Savoy a ton of minutes here. Well, he's been moving his feet. He's been hustling, stripping pucks.
They dropped the puck once, left to do it again. Yeah, Savoy is always full out.
Well, the other thing is, I don't think we've seen Frederick in this period. I don't think we've seen Frederick since he blocked the shot.
That's right. He got one right in the foot. Heiskanen off the left wing boards and down the ice. Icing waved off. Ekholm goes in behind the net, through the middle, and hit Podkolzin. Heiskanen has it as a blue line. Over to Lindell on the left, off of Robertson and in. Ekholm, left wing to Savoy. Cross ice pass out was in behind, poked towards the net by Robertson and wide of the Edmonton goal. Ekholm up the left wing to Savoy. Now across to Podkolzin. Podkolzin on the right wing. Shot it in. Lindell to Heiskanen to Lindell. Out of Bork. Bork comes into the Oilers zone. Knocked down by Clattenburg. Penalty coming up to Clattenburg when the Oilers touch it. And now touched by Tomashek in Edmonton, about to be shorthanded. 4:38 into the third. 6-2 Stars lead as Clattenburg will go to the box. And that Stars power play has been perfect in this game. 3 for 3. We'll get another chance. No hooking call to Connor Clattenburg. Face off to the right of Calvin Pickard. Came into this game after the first period. Stuart Skinner played the opening 20. Stars had 4 goals. We got a couple on Calvin Pickard in the second period. Puck bounces in front of the Edmonton net and over to the right side. Emberson up against the boards with Johnston. Henry comes in there as well. It goes to the blue line. Heiskanen, he'll get it across on the right side. Sagan in front of the net, and that goes through the slot over to the left to the blue line to Heiskanen. For Sagan on the right wing. Good job by Savoy to get the puck free to Kulak. Across to Emberson and up the right wing boards and out. Heiskanen turning it up inside his own zone. 6-2 Stars here in the third. Left wing to Robertson. To the left wing corner to Hintz. Hacks it around on the right. Janmark got in front of it though. To Emberson. He's on the backhand. Up in the air and down the ice. Heiskanen out from behind his goal. Now to center. Steele will get the puck in on the left wing. Goes into the left wing corner. Regula quickly out with it. Down the ice it goes. Capobianco up the right wing. Swing it back to Steele. Across to Bork to Steele to Lindell. Into the Oiler end on the left wing. Off the left wing corner boards. Henrique can get control for Edmonton, goes behind the net and then saucers it all the way down the ice, gloved by Ottinger. For Capobianco, runs into Ottinger. For Ben on the right, across to Sam Steele. Out of Bork, to the Oiler end, to Lindell to the middle. To Lindell, left wing. Left wing corner, Steele. Checked on the play, it goes into the middle of the ice. Nurse has it. Nurse going to bring it out. Nurse going to get into the Star zone. Down the left wing, a shot, and that goes wide of the net. Went off a Star stick and all the way to the Edmonton blue line. Penalty is over. Clattenburg is out. Stars now 3 for 4 with the man advantage as McDavid to center ice. As he dumps it in, Ottinger out of his goal. Stopped it, pushes it to Petrovic, rims it on the right wing. Faxa off the right wing boards, up in the air, and the puck gets to center. Bouchard will take it into his own end, go in behind the net. Left wing to Matthias Ekholm. Through the middle of the ice, it skips into Dallas territory. Bischel in behind the goal to Petrovic. Got it around the right wing boards. A hit Ekholm goes into the corner. Faxa up the right wing, won't get it out. McDavid kept it in. Came right back to Radek Faxa up the boards off of Hyman. Jammed to the line, kept in McDavid. Left wing corner to Hyman. Behind the net to Draisaitl. To the right wing point for Bouchard. To Draisaitl, right wing corner. For McDavid into the slot. Goes all the way to the line, just out, and the Oilers have to reset. Ekholm to Draisaitl down the right wing to Hyman. Now to McDavid, goes to the right wing boards to Draisaitl, top of the circle on the right, cross ice pass to Matthias Ekholm. Rims it hard on the right wing, gets to Draisaitl, right wing corner to McDavid. Top of the circle to the blue line. Bouchard, a shot, and the save made by Ottinger. No rebound. Ekholm was in front of the goal. And we get the whistle. We can take a break. 8 minutes, 4 seconds gone here in the third. 6-2 Stars lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Don't look now, but I think we're being followed.
Oh, that's just my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Well, they're driving pretty close.
Because they're attached.
Save up to 15% on select tires until December 13th.
Cool.
Plus, get up to $125 off a set of 4 Goodyear tires.
Anything else?
Get $50 off $150 service when you buy those tires.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
And weird.
Well, I love my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Book your appointment online today. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 6-2 Stars lead the Oilers. 8 minutes, 4 seconds gone in the third period. Face off in the Star zone to the right of Jake Ottinger. Ottinger has an equipment issue of some sort, whatever it is. They have fixed it, and we've dropped the puck, and it's in behind the Stars net, and Beck comes up the left wing for Dallas. At center, shoots it in, cross corner. Bork on the right wing in front of the net, off the stick of Beck to the blue line. On the right side, Bork with a shot that is knocked in front of the net, scores. Ritzkovian found a loose puck. The original shot didn't get through. And Ritzkovian found a loose puck and makes it 7-2 for the Stars. The original shot looked like it hit Ritzkovian.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just turn around and smacked it in. And he gets his third of the year.
Had 7 goals on 23 shots.
Yeah.
Cam.
Taking a look over at the Oilers.
Trust me, there's a whole bunch of people around the league in some other Canadian markets that are just loving this tonight.
So 7-2, Stars lead. Puck shot into the Dallas end. Kolyachonik up the left wing boards. It doesn't get out. Went off a Nurse. A second chance, and it does clear. Regula inside his own blue line. On the left to Nurse. He'll dump the puck. It rims on the right. Lindell. Kolyachonik couldn't get it out. Nurse come down, kept it in. Kolyachonik hit hard by Clattenburg behind the net. And the puck on the right wing. Janmark into the slot, and it's smacked wide by Tomashik. Clattenburg behind the goal. It's into it a little bit with Faxa in behind the play. And it is cleared out. Regula on the right wing. Faxa and Clattenburg are still jostling. And the Oilers go offside. As Clattenburg looking to stir things up a little. Scored his first goal in the NHL here tonight. As we're 9-10 into the third period. Face off just outside the Dallas blue line. On the right wing, over center, Emberson will shoot it in. Rims on the left, Savoy jams it in behind the net. Bischel off the boards, hits Emberson. It does come out. Kulak to McDavid. McDavid into the Star zone, left side to Savoy to McDavid off the post. Rebound, scores! Roslovic with the rebound off the post. And the Oilers get their third of the night. It's 7-3 for the Stars.
Connor McDavid got filled in after he took the shot. I just want to see who got him. Bichelle ran McDavid in on the boards. Roslovic's been really good. It's been a good signing for the Oilers. It's his 10th goal. Not bad for $1.5 million.
Third, or at 9:31 of this third period.
McDavid and Savoy on the assists.
Brought in by Ekholm on the right wing. Goes around the boards. It does come out. Into the Oilers end. Sagan to the middle. The shot, and that's wide as Petrovic stepped into one. Hintz trying to get a loose puck inside the Edmonton zone, but it's Hyman with a pass. It hits a skate, goes right to Robertson to the middle of the ice. And it's Hyman to come out up the right wing. Off the right wing boards and in. Goes in behind the net. Petrovic will get it out and give it to Hintz. Into the Oilers zone, crisscrosses with Robertson to Robertson on the right wing. Goes to the right wing corner. 7-3, Stars leads. 9:35 to go here in the third period. Draisaitl to Regula. Now to Bouchard. Bouchard to Regula. Into the middle of the ice. Mangiapane for Janmark. Left wing to Henrique. Floats it towards the net. Stopped by Ottinger. And it's in behind the goal. On the left wing, Ritz Colvian will get the puck out to the center ice area.
Like just the simplest of plays, Mangiapane right now is really just fighting the puck. I feel bad for him. He's a better player than what he showed here at Edmonton.
Henrique to the Dallas blue line, taken to the left wing boards. He gets pinned. Bischel with the puck. Bischel rims it. Emberson from the right to keep it in. We'll get to Bork. Bork taken to the end boards, or to the side boards. The puck comes free, and it goes in behind the goal. And up the left wing to get it out. Lindell through the middle. Gave it to Beck. Now it's Ritz Colvian had to wait as Bastian was in on the offside. Now shoots it in. Tomashik off the left wing boards and out. 8:25 to go in the third. 7-3 Stars lead. Blackwell roll it in to the Edmonton zone right wing corner. Emberson to Clattenburg. That went off his stick. Goes all the way to the point. Petrovic with a shot, stick save made by Pickard, and then he will cover it up. We'll get the whistle. We'll take a break with 8:12 to go here in the third. 7-3, Stars lead the Oilers. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new Volcano Pizza, they keep bringing the flavor. Born in oil country, made in oil country, they're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
8:12 to go in the third. 7-3, Stars lead the Oilers. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. In the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home no payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off to the left of Calvin Pickard. Kulak, left wing corner, up the boards. That hit Faxa right in the skate. Now it's chopped out to center. A bouncing puck over the stick of Emberson. Now on the right for Tomashik. Across to Kulak, over to Emberson, but he's got to go get it. For Kulak, left wing corner, around the boards. And goes by Janmark and past Petrovic. And Petrovic for the Stars behind his net, left wing. Gave it to Capobianco. He took a hit from Clattenburg, and the puck goes into the Oilers zone. Kulak around to the left wing. It's top of the circle. And Clattenburg couldn't get it out. Petrovic able to keep it in. Down the right side. Comes back out. Capobianco fans on his shot as he'd stepped in from the blue line, but then recovers the puck. To the right for Ritzkovian, right wing corner to Beck. Now to Bork, and Bork on the left to the left wing point. Capobianco across to Ritzkovian. He's got it on the right wing. He's top of the circle into the right wing corner. That goes off of Beck. So Emberson behind the Edmonton net with Beck right on him. They go up against the boards. Still got it in skates. Shot around and does not get out. It's near the blue line. Johnston to the left wing corner. Johnston out of the corner. Clattenburg in front of him. Puck goes to the blue line. Capobianco with a puck in the middle. Floats it to the right wing corner. Steele's got it there for the Stars to Petrovic. Little move on the right wing point. On the right side. Off the stick of Johnston. It goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Poked into the right wing corner. Petrovic to the right wing point to Ben. Across the line. Just barely kept in. Capobianco on the left wing for Sam Steele. The Oilers been hemmed in here for a while. Near the top of the circle, Clattenburg through the middle to Janmark. He'll get it out. Oilers will make a quick change. 6:08 to go in the third. 7-3, the Stars lead. Steele into the Oilers zone. Went off his stick right to Matt Savoy. Savoy into Stars territory on the left. His pass to the middle. Broken up by Bissell. Came in front. Off the crossbar by McDavid. And the puck cleared out. Ekholm to Savoy. Savoy into the Stars end, right wing to Bouchard. Pass off a Hintz, puck to the middle. McDavid got it into the slot. Roslovic over to Savoy. A shot and a glove save made by Ottinger. With 5:34 to go here in the third, 7-3. Stars leading the Oilers. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
This hockey season, let the fun extend beyond the ice with Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code OIL50. That's code OIL50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today and find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 7-3 Stars lead the Oilers. 5:34 to go in the third period. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off to the left of Jake Ottinger. Hintz will take the draw against McDavid. Just before the break, McDavid hitting a crossbar as a puck flipped up and out, and they'll say that hit something, so it won't be a penalty. So we'll do that again to the left of Ottinger. Oil Kings on the road Friday. They're in Red Deer. They're at home on Sunday to the Saskatoon Blades.
You got the whole Red Deer Rebels team here tonight.
They're all here tonight. Puck lifted up and out. On the left wing is Hintz. Left side of Robertson, a shot and a save made by Pickard. Out through the middle is Bouchard. Bouchard at center ice, able to dump it in. Ottinger left wing corner to Lindell. Around the boards to hit Roslovic. Puck bounces around into the slot area. Sagan will get it out for Hintz. Up to Robertson. He just one-hands it into the Oilers zone. We'll go off for a change. Ekholm with it in behind the goal. Ekholm left wing to Regula. Off the boards. Gets to center ice. Blackwell will shoot it. It hit Nurse. That's offside against the Stars with 4:40 to go here in the third period. Wyatt Johnston leading the way for the Stars. Got 4 points in this game, a goal and 3 assists.
Well, Edmonton got sliced and diced by the Dallas power play. It's hard to believe it'd be a 4-3 game otherwise.
Yeah. As they are 3 for 4 with a man advantage.
The Oilers only got 1 power play in this game, and some idiot threw something on the ice, and it came from a long way away.
What was it?
Not sure.
No. Okay. Face off just outside the Edmonton blue line. Regula on the right wing. Up the right wing, off of Hyman. Puck hacked back out to center. And then poked into the Oilers zone by Bastian. So it'll be Draisaitl in behind the net. Faxa will steal it. And shot saved by Pickard. Rebound, scores. Rebound came in front of the net. Nathan Bastian with the goal. Makes it 8-3 for Dallas.
Well, that play happens up the ice. I mean, Regula's slow in the puck, and then Draisaitl goes back behind the goal and turns it over. And that play just emblematic of how bad Edmonton's night has been. That's one of the world's best players, and he gets stripped, double-teamed on the play down low, and then the Oilers are chasing in front of the net.
Bastian's second of the night, third of the season. At 15:39 of the third period. 8-3 for the Stars. Capobianco in his own end for Dallas. The left wing gets to Beck. Beck across. Ritzkovian, a shot and a save made by Pickard. It'll be a face-off in the Oilers zone. Be to the left of Pickard. Tomashik will take it.
I'm going to 100% guarantee you, and because we know that Nugent Hopkins and possibly Kapanen are going to come in. Those guys were very important players for Edmonton in the playoffs. But there's going to be changes to the Oilers the next time we see them play.
One shot out and down the ice. Ottinger has to play it. Left wing. Capobianco gets it out to center ice. It goes to Bork. He'll dump it into the Oilers zone. Emberson rims on the right, and Tomashik battling with Ritzkovia, now followed up by Kulak, and he will get it out. Capobianco in his own end. And behind the net, Kolyachonik, he'll wait. Vladislav Kolyachonik, left wing. Capobianco up the right to center ice. Regula gave it to Henrique. He hadn't quite cleared, and that's offside against the Oilers. With 3:21 to go here in the third. Faxa picks up the assist on the Bastian goal. Petrovic on the right wing to Ben. Just got it over center. That's it. Comes back to Petrovic. Left side to Johnston. Got it to the Edmonton blue line. But that's it. So Nurse can clear it out. And the puck sent right back in. And turning on it is Regula. Is on the inboards. Rims it on the right wing. To Savoy into the middle of the ice. That misses Henrique. Petrovic to Bichel. Bichel to Petrovic. He'll wait inside his own end. Left wing to Hintz. Hintz at the Edmonton blue line to Sagan. Dump it in behind the Edmonton net. Emberson on the right wing. To Regula to get it out. Right side for Tomashik. He'll shoot it in. It's in behind the goal. Clattenburg centering pass off a stick over to the right wing. Sent out and down the ice by Robertson. It's icing against Dallas. 2:23 to go in the third. 8-3 Dallas leads. Face off to the left of Ottinger. Tomashik, Janmark, Manjapani, or make that Clattenburg out there for Edmonton. It's flipped out to center. Hintz at center ice will shoot it in. Emberson will go in behind the net. Emberson steps out through the middle. Up off the stick of Janmark. It's at center ice. Emberson to Kulak. He'll dump it in. The puck rims on the right wing off of Tomashik. Off of Janmark. Capobianco behind his net up the right wing. Will get it out to Faxa. Off the boards and in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Goes over to the left side. Left wing corner. Blackwell centering pass comes in front of the net, and the shot by Faxa didn't get through. And Manjapani up the left wing to center ice to Savoy. Checked at the blue line by Bichel. Regula, his own zone. Shovels it up the left wing to Manjapani. Got it out. Bichel off the boards to the blue line.
Unreal.
Ritzkovian on the right wing for Bork. Ritzkovian went off his stick in behind the Edmonton net. Savoy forced back. Mercifully, we're coming up to the last minute here in the third. Oilers down 8-3 to the Stars. Emberson on the left wing for Tomashek. He'll bounce it towards the net off the outside of the goal. Clattenburg getting poked off his stick. Bork with it inside the Stars line, high in the air and out. 40 seconds left. Beck steals from Emberson. Left wing. Capobianco. Pass to the middle off of Tomashek. And Edmonton will get it out. Kolyachonik on the left to Bastian. He went in a little early. That's offside with 24 seconds to go here in the third period. And this one can't end soon enough. Face off in the Star zone to the left of Ottinger. Janmark will take the draw against Faxa. Puck to the right wing point. Regula's shot and the save made by Ottinger. Clattenburg got knocked down in front of the net. Kolyachonik's going to go to the box with 20 seconds left. Penalty box, that is.
Well, keep him out there. What are you coming off for, Janmark? Stay on.
Well, Janmark went off. Savoy comes out. Power play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Savoy, Clattenburg, Mangiapane out with Regula and Nurse. Puck goes to Petrovic, hard off the right wing glass and down the ice. Regula out from behind the Edmonton goal up the right wing for Savoy. Back to Regula. On the left, Mangiapane drills his shot. Gloved by Ottinger. He'll just dump the puck into the corner, and the game will come to a close. 8-3 the final. Stars over the Edmonton Oilers. And unfortunately, it had the same vibe as that Colorado game earlier this month.
Which is perhaps an illustration of where Edmonton is at on some nights and where they need to get to.
Yeah.
Because it was not close tonight.
No.
And again, we expect a considerably different looking Oilers lineup in Seattle on Saturday. And now the only question is, it more than just going to be Nugent Hopkins and Kasperi Kapanen, who clearly are going to come in. I wonder if we might, here's the thing, like Connor Clattenburg, based on tonight, you'd say you got to keep that guy in the lineup. At least he brought you some energy. The Oilers are going to have to be creative. We do not know on the injury status right now, Trent Frederick, other than he blocked a shot. Like, did he break a foot? Are we talking an LBI that keeps him out for a month? We don't know yet. Or is it going to be day-to-day? But I know this. This wasn't good enough. Every player on the team knows it's not good enough. Unfortunately, it's been a bit of a reoccurring theme this year. And that's why there is the, every year is a new year. And every team's a new team. And right now, I don't think this team has played to its potential. But I think now we're at the stage where we're starting wondering what this team is. And we'll see who's in the lineup and what roles on Saturday and what changes are made between now and then. But hats off to Dallas. They came in here and kicked the tar out of the Oilers.
They absolutely did. Nathan Bastian led the way with 2 goals. Jamie Benn, Sam Steele, Jason Robertson, Rope Hintz, Justin Rikovian, Wyatt Johnston, all scoring for the Stars. Johnston had a 4-point night. Robertson had a 3-point night. Edmonton Oilers got goals from Connor Clattenburg. First goal in the NHL, Evan Bouchard and Jack Roslovic. And the Oilers lose at 8-3. Robertson with a goal in this one, which means he has goals in 7 straight games, points in 8. Draisaitl with points in 7 straight games. 8-3 the final. Stars over the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers drop to 10-10-5. Stars improve to 14-5-4. Our Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is
the world. Keep it locked on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 9 p.m., the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Stars on Internet 928. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Tuesday, November the 20th.